Yeah. Well, I mean, they would if they were willing to walk that far, but they're not, so they won't.
They're too afraid of the Turks to cross the Bosphorus.
Ouch!
Ooh,
It's true.
kill him.
At least we didn't lose in Afghanistan like you.
I mean,
Ooh.
I mean, you did though.
At 2000, you didn't go to
You did.
Afghanistan.
You did lose.
Yeah,
Well, you lost in
years
India.
ago doesn't
So,
matter.
all right.
No, Alexander never lost in India. He won.
I mean,
He
he's
died of
right.
malaria in India.
No. I think he's right. The Greeks never did lose in Afghanistan because the Macedonians were the ones who were in Afghanistan. The Greeks were nowhere near Afghanistan.
That's why
They
North
were busy.
Macedon is really the true successor.
Yeah. North
I
Macedon.
agree.
North Macedon. That's all
To
there is.
me, it'll always just be Macedonia. There's no need for the North because a bunch of Greeks got pissy about it.
All right.
Mhm.
So, speaking of the pissy Greeks, it's the 2nd of Eliant, second day of the first 10 day out of the 3 10 days of the month of Eliant.
Can you elaborate on the date, please?
I was trying to think if
9.
I could. I was gonna say which month of the year it was, but I couldn't remember off the top of my head.
Damn it.
I think it's the 8th or 9th month. I think it's the 9th month.
Yeah.
I was enjoying it though. Ooh,
Yeah.
cool.
Oh,
Yeah, I did
19 days out from the autumn equinox as well. Fun fact.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like the hex overlay. Can I recruit an army in Rassalanter?
Oh yeah.
Nice. Is that like do they exert zone of control on neighboring hexes, or how does this work?
It would be better if the let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So each grid
nice.
is 10 miles then.
That is good.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this one is like, let me show you real quick. It's like slightly smaller,
Uh,
but like realistically speaking, I guess the only problem is if you guys ever go down to Baldur's Gate, we gotta like pull up a different one.
I mean,
But like, it's got the whole northern sword coast, so
but
functionally.
you put the hex grid over it, right?
No.
Oh.
I guess though. I mean, I guess I could easily just.
Yeah. You just have to make sure that the hex grid matches to 10 squares to 100, and then
Are you implying that we haven't already been to Baldur's Gate when Deep Sea Jack took us there?
What?
Deep Sea Jack didn't take you to Baldur's Gate.
I'm making a joke because that's where we told him. That's where Vera tried to trick him
okay.
into thinking we were secretly trying to go.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Shut the fuck up, Kilo. You fucking
What?
retarded, stupid European.
That wasn't me, you asshat.
Fake hero.
Now he said one grid is 16.09
Yeah,
kilometers.
that wasn't me, you
Oh,
dick.
I said euros.
Oh, I thought you said kilo.
No. I'm just so
You said kilo, dude.
fucking aggressively angry at these foreigners, these presumptuous
You,
fucking.
you say kilo, dude.
I'm
kilo
just
as
so
well.
angry at Kilo too, you know. I'm just really fucking mad right now. All right.
You're angry because I'm in Europe, so I'm basically like an apostate.
I mean,
I get it.
You in some ways you're worse than a native European because you chose to go there. You know.
Yeah.
I just want to point out also for Steve's benefit, all that happened was we went on the road to Golden Fields because we wanted to stop there and see if we can get
Here,
I watched. I watched the episode. Yeah,
Okay,
I watched
cool.
it. So
cool.
Nice. Fuck
yeah,
you.
Steve's
so
a good egg.
yeah,
You are a good egg.
some kind of.
Steve, that was real white of you.
I also want I just want to call people out for the poor use of Thane's passive abilities. That surprise round should not have happened, and because he's alert to danger in favorite terrain.
Oh
And-
shit. I don't. I would argue that you're not really in the hills yet.
Well. So according to the map, there were trees there. It looked like a forest to me. So I have forest.
That's a semantical. That's a bit of a semantic argument there, isn't it? What is your favorite terrain?
Forest and mountains, which I say we go through the mountains. By the way, I don't know if you guys already decided.
Interesting. Yeah. So there's no. In my opinion, I would rule forest being as wherever there's like a forest thing on the map.
That's true.
This would be
I
hills,
agree.
and this
Then
would
it's
be
just a
mountains.
poor use of map. Then poor choice of map.
Well, yeah. Obviously, it's my fault. Regardless.
Maybe we call it. It's a cops. It was
Yeah.
a cop.
Cops actually.
You just
yeah,
need to go.
Cops
You just need to go way out here.
Yeah.
All-
He spent
you
some
need to go
time.
down to Unicorn Run.
Oh, the star mounts. Oh yeah. Okay.
All right.
I'm
So-
trying to get high in that forest, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, second of Valiant, you just 7 a.m. You guys just finished butchering a bunch of orc and human bounty hunter ambush people, gang members, bad guys.
Didn't we get all the way basically to Golden Fields? Is one we right on the outskirts of it?
Well, I think you were like right here-ish.
Where? Yeah, that's where we were. Quick question, Cart. Like, what does Steve's thing actually amount to, though? It says I am alert to danger even when doing something else. Does that mean that he can't be surprised, or does it mean that
where does it? What?
it's on the third page of his sheet under favored terrain travel benefits?
I'm alert.
So, yeah. Go ahead.
Well, let's Google what alert to danger 5e.
Because I was just wondering, because you rolled 20, so if in my mind I'm like, doesn't matter what we had, we still got fucked. Like, but I'm just wondering what that exactly is supposed to amount to. His thing. Because I mean, I overlooked it. I totally forgot about that thing, but I'm wondering if it could even have stopped it.
So,
I don't know. Alert to danger to me seems pretty.
I don't think it grants you the alert feature, which is what you're reading it as. So part of the player's handbook says this text. As adventurers travel through a dungeon or the wilderness, they need to remain alert for danger, and some characters might perform other tasks to help the group's journey. Characters who turn their attention to other tasks as the group travels are not focused on watching for danger. These characters don't contribute their passive wisdom perception scores to the group's chance of noticing hidden threats. So essentially, what this means is,
I see.
If they were out foraging for food or trying to navigate difficult terrain, they might not be able to pay attention to threats. Whereas you, when in your favorite terrain, are always able to pay attention to threats and will be on the lookout for danger no matter what you're doing in that environment.
But that just means that...
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry.
So, I mean, does that mean that the ambush would have been an ambush regardless, and that there is no?
Yeah, because Kara rolled really, really well on the ambush. Yes. Because it means that you would have been on the lookout, but he still was too sneaky.
Well, but in that scenario, we would have all been on the lookout because we were all. Basically.
The problem is that they rolled a 20.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering. I was wondering if you walked out away, or...
Basically, he could do other shit and then still be on lookout.
Okay.
He can be whittling a wooden builder.
Which is nice because we've never had people actually on lookout. Now we still don't have to.
See, and another thing that is handy though is like he and his allies aren't slowed by difficult terrain, so that's something you don't have to worry about as well. So that helps you remain alert. All right, so
So
outside of Golden Fields, you guys finished hacking up the dead orc.
But
Euros is muted and deafened himself.
But that means that the not slowed by difficult terrain, does that mean that none of us should have been taking half movement penalties though during combat?
Because it's when traveling and
yeah, for more than an hour, I think it
when
says.
Traveling for an hour or more in a favorite terrain, and it's worth noting again, this was not a favorite terrain for him.
Yeah. Well, and it's also explicit like during travel, right? It's like not during combat. Yeah.
When traveling for an hour or more.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Very good.
Old man wants something. Give me a sex.
I now understand. What is he having sex with an old man? Is that what he's saying? Oh.
His old man refers to his daddy, his sugar daddy.
Yeah,
Hugh
yeah.
Hefner, God rest his soul.
Yeah.
So
This is yours.
Okay, so an even a full. So for some reason, the sheet has cut off some of the text from your ability, I assume, to make it fit.
Oh yeah.
Even when you are engaged in another activity while traveling, such as foraging, navigating, or tracking, you remain alert to danger.
Okay.
So that's the full.
But what is the practical instantiation of that? So what does that mean? Do I, like,
So
for
if
example,
you were tracking a group of, let's say, Kilo wanted to find his giants, right?
Mhm.
So you guys are trying to track some giants down. You're focused on tracking the giants down, so you might get ambushed by some goblins who live in the area because you weren't paying attention to your surroundings as much. In this case, though, that would not have come up.
Yeah.
It's something that is just it's one of the downsides of Ranger is that, like, the way that they interact is just by, like, negating things entirely, or by, like, or the things that they can do are, like, reliant on the DM running the travel properly, which a lot don't. They're just like, and you're there, cool. And it's like, but I'm a ranger. Shouldn't there be? Nope, you're in the city again. It's like, but the wilderness, there should have been a week. Nope.
Thank you for
y'all are just trying to nerf Thane. He is decidedly unhappy with the interpretation of his abilities.
And this is why I think it helps to, like, actually know the rules, because and, like, to read them, like, specifically, because otherwise you kind of, like, you might miss something that is, like, I mean, a very beneficial part of the character.
Yeah.
That's why it's important to use, like, the difficult terrain rules when traveling.
Well, he could
the speed stuff. And
I just want to point out that he has on his sheet, at least the copy I have, Natural Explorer. There's also something called Deft Explorer, which was added in Tasha's Cauldron, which instead of that feature gives you a couple languages.
I don't know if it's going to help if Thane is deaf.
Yeah, I don't think he should be deaf.
Well, what that does instead is it removes that ability. It was an optional rule, and instead you get 2 languages and expertise in the skill.
Oh.
I think I like the tracking feature. So, like, I mean, tracking would be, like, for example, if we wanted to track down Nate's, giants, we could go do that, right? And we could find some stuff. I think it's like the stealthy piece of it, I think, is appealing to me, and I think it fits more with Thane's whole ethos.
Plus, the cool thing is that it also says, like, if you're alone or with your beast companion, you can move stealthily at the normal pace, which could be potentially useful.
Big time.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Euros. Be nice.
All right,
though.
so
No, we won't. We'll give him 4 minutes.
Ugh.
Give him 4 minutes, and if he doesn't nut within those 4 minutes, we throw him out the window.
Yes.
Totally.
Defenestration.
Defenestration. Defenestration.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah. So the what we kind of planned on this, Steve, was to go. We're going to go up the rest of the way to Golden Fields, talk to some clerks there, and then go over to Amphail, and then go
not a clerk. It's a cleric.
No, I was being a pain. And I'm gonna go to Amphail, maybe ask some people about giants, and then go up the long road, and then cross over, turn left at Trabor.
Tribor Trail to Neverwinter.
Yeah,
and then we can conveniently completely ignore Phandalin because
just mop up whatever Greg's group is doing in Phandalin.
Yeah, but canonically, I said it like a few months before our game started. So
we're gonna have to deal with the repercussions.
Uh-oh.
Nervous laughter.
Yeah, we So in my party's game, for example, so far we're pretty early into it, but they cleared out the Cragmaw hideout.
Wait, hold on.
You
You're
know,
not
the
56
ambush?
sessions in.
No, we're like 5. But we cleared the Cragmaw hideout. The only issue is that Yimik, who's the second in command there, that in the module. So like there's 2 like major goblin enemies in there. And you're trying to find your boys, Gundren and Sildar. Gundren isn't there. He's been taken to their castle. They have Sildar.
That's just
And
Mario.
Yimik is like the pissed off second in command, who is mad that they put a bugbear in charge, and he tries to get them.
That's also just Mario.
Yeah, well, he tries to get you to kill Clark the bugbear for him, and they refused and attacked him. But he managed to escape by using his goblin leader ability to make them all take the hits for him.
Wow.
And my girlfriend ripped off half of his face.
That's
while
just
she's
mounted
in tiger form.
combat, you know, letting other people take hits for you. He's
Yo.
riding the goblins. All right. Finally, we can start.
Yes.
Hate Euros.
Seriously.
And we did not take a rest, correct?
You did or you what?
We didn't. We never took a rest after we killed those guys, correct?
No, we still need to do that.
Correct.
Because I'm at 1
From
HP.
all that, were you?
Yeah, we very much need to take a long rest because like there's
Oh yeah, 9,
Thane is on like 4 health as well.
57.
Not great. You got the latest sheet, right, Steve? Steve boy? Steve?
Stoy.
Steve? Steve?
Steve.
Steve?
Stefan. His mic's muted. Does he know that his mic is muted?
I hope not, because it'd be funny if he's just like, yes, everyone shut up, yes. Oh god, there's a bang. That's so funny.
All right, so
What is awesome?
you guys, I guess, continue towards Golden Fields, or you want to take a nap before you go to Golden Fields?
I really think that we should.
8 rounds, not enough with elves.
So,
Yeah, we could just take a 4-hour rest and let all of them know.
We could take a 1 hour and just get our hit die just to be a little safe.
you have to take a short rest, so yeah, 1 hour to do that. So yeah, that is 1 hour, yeah. So
I'm saying we could just take an hour and use our hit die so we go in there a little more refreshed.
yeah,
Okay.
that wouldn't be a bad idea.
I think that makes sense. Yeah, because the thing is that then the people who need a full 8 could maybe like take a breather in Golden Fields, and then those of us who only need 4 could take 4 and then do investigation there while the others are still sleeping it off.
Okay.
So we do an hour rest. Everyone rolls up some health, and
All right. So what is everybody gonna be at now?
I'm gonna roll up my health, man.
Roll it. Come on.
Carter, what did it say I was at?
Oh God, you were probably at full because I don't have you listed.
I think so. I'm asking because I think I might have just hit heal at the end of combat,
No,
knowing
you
we were
didn't,
going
you didn't get hit because I didn't record anything. Vera and Grant, I
Okay.
think both didn't get hit because I don't have numbers recorded for you.
Yeah. Grint just fucking ate everyone. He didn't get it at
Yeah,
all.
Grant was goat.
That's because
Yeah.
Brent's a fucking badass, okay?
But
You
Steve,
guys have
you definitely need to roll some hit die for Thane, or he is.
my current HP is showing 4, and if that's the case, then
That is accurate. That is entirely accurate. You
What's
are
Terminal at now?
dead.
83,
And Vaheon
49.
and Tiapos.
Rolling that now.
Ciao.
I rolled very poorly. I'm only at 45.
God, you're not that
Lame.
good at this game.
How many are you allowed to use?
All of them.
All
if
of
you
them.
want.
Because you can do them like one at a time if you want, Steve.
what's
But I'd
what's
do
that?
like
58.
okay. So for the future, Kilo, if you ever play Thane again, I want to point out the Dwarven Fortitude feature. Whenever I take the dodge action in combat, I can spend 1 hit die to heal myself. I roll the die, add my Constitution modifier, regain the number of hit points.
yeah. Unfortunately, you weren't dodging. You were just getting shot.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
whose fault is
They decided that they should leave the 5 archers up till last, so they were just chunking people every round.
But if it's any consolation, the reason that you weren't dodging is because you were using most of your actions to tell Grint to eat people alive, and he was doing damn good work
Yeah,
doing
Thane
that.
got more kills in that one battle than ever before combined.
Yeah, it's true. Like you and Grint were both fighting solid and fighting the whole time, so
Alright,
you were
so-
not.
So
That's
Grant.
squeal. Okay, so what do I need to roll?
My headcanon is Grint got pissed off at all the archers going after Thane exclusively, so that's why he took out the archers.
I like it.
Nice. So what does one roll for hit die?
So you can see, like in the center of your first page, like there's the little thing. There's a box that says hit dice, and it says level 9, D10 plus 2. So does he get plus 2 for each die? He does, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
that's his constitution modifier.
yeah, but I mean, so like if he rolls like 5, then it's 5d10 plus 10. Does that mean?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'd roll like, I'd just roll like 8 of them at least, or I mean, you just roll 9 because you're not going to get back 75 hit points.
Oh, so you get one for each level. Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
Yeah. So just do 9d10 plus 18 and just see what you get. I mean, you're going to take a long rest when we get to Waterdeep anyway, so there's no reason not to use them all.
Waterdeep.
Well, Golden Fields. I meant Golden Fields.
Waterdeep. What are you doing in Waterdeep?
There you go.
So you're back to 66, the devil's number.
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
All right. So, so about 8 a.m. you guys, I suppose, decide to continue your descent towards Golden Fields.
Descent.
Well, 'cause
What?
you're going down the hill.
Oh, down the hill. Okay. I was like, where are we going to?
Hell!
Oh my god.
Bomb, bomb.
Not ready for
Golden
this.
Fields is just in a huge chasm with lava bubbling up around it.
Okay.
It's not.
It's actual like molten gold around it.
Oh yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. Hence Golden Field. Yeah, there's people out there just scraping it up by the sheet.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see the huge like walled granary from a couple miles away. But it's not until you get up close that like the full scale of it and spectacular size is like fully apparent to you.
Is this a town just built around grain then?
It's basic. It's like it's a temple granary basically. So Shantea is the goddess of growth and farming, and her priests there basically. Yeah, Golden Fields. It's widely known. So basically feeds like a little over half of the entire food needs for like the entire Lord's Alliance, which is like
It's just like a giant farm.
yeah. It's 30 square miles, right? And there's about 6,000 people that live there. But it's like it's a 30 square mile artificial hill.
But it's like a magical, right? It's like that's how they're producing so much food. It's magic.
Yes, yeah. They grow it like incredibly quickly.
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's a 30 square mile artificial hill, and it's surrounded by a stone wall on all sides. It
That's
rises
cool.
up past the level of the interior mound, another like 30 feet or so. You can see like vast orchards and farms, and they appear from a distance, kind of like an assortment of colorful, interlocking, geometric shapes. You
Ooh.
can see towers and barracks all along the walls.
Wow.
The row houses fill a semicircle at the center of town, and there's at the bottom of the semicircle there's a tall abbey surrounded by stone columns, and there's like flowing gardens overhanging from the tiered plateaus held up by the columns.
Why did you have us start our adventures in Waterdeep? This place sounds so much nicer.
Because if you start in an idyllic farm town with nothing wrong, then you stay in an idyllic farm town with nothing wrong,
Session 36. Okay, and then let's do the goose breeding
Everything is still all right. I love you, diary.
Exactly.
All is well in the world.
So, as we're approaching, are there any signs of breweries? Does it seem like these people are making good use of their wheat?
You know that Golden Fields definitely has a pretty famous brewery in it.
Nice. I'm talking about.
Yeah, gots to have it, love.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. Cool.
Yeah, so there's a half dozen armed guards outside of the open gates, and they have the symbol of Shantea on their. Let me pull up a picture of it. On their what do you call it? On their robes.
Armor.
Hauberks, tabards.
What?
The cloth thing that goes over the armor.
The tabard.
Hauberk.
Hauberk. No, the hauberk's the armor. The tabard's the thing.
Yeah, the
that goes over.
tabard.
Yeah, that's their symbol.
Yeah. Oh, it looks nice.
Yeah.
Kind of Beauty and the Beast-ish.
Yeah, I could see that. They've got quarter staves.
Nice.
And 2 large trees loom up over the path to the gatehouse. And as you pass by them, you see that they've got faces carved into them.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah, but then the one on the right opens its eyes at you. And you realize that they're treants.
Ah.
Treebeard.
And the treant gives you a friendly smile and closes its eyes again.
Vera's gonna give him a nod in reply, like as he smiles.
You can see
Nice, Gohan.
watch posts as you get closer, with like a dozen archers each all along the walls. They're very prepared for any sort of trouble. Treebeards! Yeah, they're not ents, they're tree beards.
Treebeards.
Yeah.
Do they cover for the other gay ents?
The gay ants? Is that what you just called them?
Yeah.
No, because they're tree beard.
I know.
Yeah. We all heard the incredibly homophobic shit you just said.
Look, the ent sexuality doesn't not matter. What matters is what's on the inside. Okay.
Yeah, they're just
You
blowing
gotta-
spores. They're just blowing load spores everywhere.
Yeah, what's on the inside?
Those spores are load bearing.
You're talking about the sap. Very good.
So
Yes.
the guards give you a friendly but appraising look as you approach, and one of them steps up from the pack and says, with a wave, "Howdy, travelers! What brings you all to Goldenfields this fine day?"
Vera's gonna tell them that we're looking for a cleric for some healing we need done, and then she's also going to indicate so but probably Tiavos and Thane. who I
Tiavos is
guess-
healed.
Yeah, no, but
Maheon, rather. But
I
yeah,
assume
sorry, my
that-
bad. My bad.
I assume that Tiavos and Thane will both be somewhat bandaged, so it's not like they're going to have no signs of the combat. You know, there's going to be something to show, right? Right.
You look a little bruised.
Not necessarily. It kind of depends on how you look at it.
I mean, I'm going to assume that, since
Health
we
points
just,
are technically an abstraction of your ability to avoid being hurt, rather than like an actual indication
Yeah,
of the damage
but
that you've taken.
but
But yeah, if you want to play it as having bruises and stuff, then absolutely.
yeah, I mean, I think that's reasonable. Yeah,
You just
and the
don't
ones
have to be clear.
I mean,
wasn't Thane actually knocked out though?
what?
Tiavos was knocked out.
Oh, Tiavos was
So yeah,
reduced to
Tiavos, I
0,
guess, would have
so-
definitely would have actually been hurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Reminder.
But Vera's going to indicate the I guess probably still unconscious Tiavos, or only barely reconscious Tiavos, and also Thane's bruises or whatever, and tell the guards that we were waylaid on the road, and if they could point us towards a tavern where we might find some food and rest, we'd much appreciate. Much appreciate.
Much appreciate. Well, most certainly, strangers. The North Furrow's End is a lovely tavern. It's got rooms and ale aplenty. Now, as for a cleric, our head cleric, Freda Wren, is at the Abbey right now at the center of town. You can't miss it.
Excellent.
Who can't you hear, Mark?
I can't hear him.
I
Is
don't
he
know.
talking?
I don't know. He said he can't hear. He said I can't hear you for some reason. I don't know who you is.
Better not fucking be me, I'll tell you that much.
I assume
I'm
it's
gonna
you.
be so mad if it's me.
Anywho, when he says ale aplenty, I'm just gonna kind of raise an eyebrow and look in Thane's direction.
Oh, Thane has already heard of this brewery. and is hoping to test some of the wares at this
It's called
tavern.
the Golden Gulp Brewery, and they sell Golden Gulp beer, and it's quite popular in the north.
Thane is dreaming of gulping some serious, just some serious,
Sounds a little sus. Man, not gonna lie.
I didn't make up the name, buddy. I did not make up the name.
So where's the actual town in here? Is it G8, G4? Are these?
Hold on, let me pull up the key here. Sorry.
The map confuses me.
The map is weird.
I will not.
A majority of the town
So
is just
G1
field.
here is the gatehouse, right?
The G spot, yeah.
G6 is just the town, right?
Okay, that's the town.
G7 is the abbey.
Okay.
G5, that's livestock fields.
What kind of livestock?
I can't tell from outside.
Well, so what I'm wondering
You
is
can
it
hear
cattle,
moving,
or
though.
can we give Grint some R&R
It's
there?
cows.
Oh, damn, I was hoping we'd give Grint
This
a good time.
is the this is the
Harmon
inn
was
right
hoping
here.
it was humans.
Ouch.
Are there any female boars around?
Not that you
Grant,
can see.
Oh god.
You want to
And
make
the
Grint?
the brewery is all the way up here. Poor Grant.
Oh,
It's
Grant's
already
look.
Gutting,
bitches and
by the
heat.
way.
Grant is an absolute stallion
Yeah.
of a.
I think he's actually a pig, dude.
Yeah.
He's breeding stock, man.
All right.
Gotta
So
swing.
how
once
many,
the,
how
once
many have you
the
put him
guard
with?
realizes that you guys don't need any more assistance and that you're, seemingly friendly, he just steps back and resumes conversation with his associates. And the gate is open.
All right. I say we just walk on through towards town, and if we see a nice inn on the way, we can stop and we can inn ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Filled with
Oh, so what-
bolts as you trespass into the town.
What was the name of that tavern?
The North Furrows End.
Well, it can't be that far. Is it like around G3 right there?
It's G8.
It's G8. Okay.
Like a
Yeah.
G8.
G3
like
is,
a G8.
Oh, that's good. G8's good because
G3 is a seed shop.
that's not too far from the Abbey, so we could go there. We could take a load off, and then those of us who only need to chill for 4 hours can do our 4-hour chill, and then maybe go to the Abbey and look for some clerks to take our notes.
All right, so you pass through the stone gatehouse and into the town of Golden Fields. There's a dirt path that leads you past rolling fields of grain and towards the longhouses and the abbey. There's farmers and carts that pass by you, filled with goods and
Is the Abbey Christian?
farming supplies. Say what?
Is the Abbey Christian?
It is a Christian
No.
abbey. Yeah, you can tell. There's a big old Catholic cross.
Fucking heretics.
There's
Several
there's
animals.
a priest.
Pens set up at the periphery, and you can hear mooing from goats and cows.
Goats don't moo.
Oh, but they do. I gotta go pee. I'll be right back. It's a bit early for pee, but still.
Jeez.
Idiot city
I try not
boys.
to pee before 5 p.m.
Goats mooing. Jeez. Ugh.
I'm really hoping there's just a sexy female boar in here somewhere.
Thane's really randy these days, isn't he?
I feel like Thane is living vicariously through his pig. He's like, I can't, according to society, I can't fuck a pig, but I have this pig, so I get to watch.
No, man, Thane just wants Grant to be happy. Grant has saved Thane on countless occasions, and he just wants him to live his best life.
Thane wants to get drunk and he wants to get his pig some pussy. I fucking love it. What an incredible fucking. So where exactly is Thane from?
So
It's a made-up place.
It's a made up place that again I was under duress, so I had to make up a place. It's called.
You can look through the dwarf inhabited places later, or you can just stick it somewhere on the map if you want.
Yeah, it's called Bryn Get Off.
Bryn Geroth.
Which is like Bryn is Old Elvish in Faerunian for city.
I thought that was like Thane when he's drunk saying "Grint, get off."
Yeah.
He's trying to get Grint off.
Bryn off.
All right. So as you guys, so where do you want to go first?
Probably go to the inn so we can like get ourselves settled and get a burr.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm currently drinking a beer, but I'd also like to vicariously drink a beer at the same time. If I...
All right. So you're gonna go to the north end. Okay. All right. So it's about 3 stories high. It's made mostly from stone, and out front there's 2 massive statues of horses made out of stone.
I'm gonna give a note to the people who are all about the land and stuff like that. They need to make more things out of oak and less out of stone. I feel very, very detached from the land in these buildings.
Is Vera saying this out loud?
Yeah, I think Vera's actually gonna make a little comment, like something like for a city devoted to the goddess of the harvest and growth. These people are awfully attached to dead stone.
Hey, Thane.
Thane's gonna
your people know all about this
You
shit,
want the
right?
granary to be as flammable as possible, you know?
I did not. I did not say that.
Thane is gonna like sigh and like roll his eyes and be like visibly upset.
A good old fashioned cotton fucking granary.
Thane's also going to want to check the origin of this work. He's gonna like tap on one of these statues and like question its.
Okay, give me a history with. I think you get a bonus to this.
Yes, he does. He gets to. It's very oddly specific. It's something like he gets to add his proficiency bonus twice
You just double your proficiency bonus with it.
Where is it? Hold on. Whenever I make an
Which-
intelligence history check related to the origin, I'm considered proficient in the history skill.
Basically,
double.
they should have said that you if they
Get expertise.
properly used terms in this game, which they just chose not to do in this edition. They would have said that you have expertise in it, because every other time they say expertise, it means that you double your proficiency.
It's kind of odd, yeah.
Well,
So basically, he
people
gets a
hated
plus
4th
10,
edition,
dude.
and 4th edition was basically had an appendix of what all of the terms meant, and so they decided and people at the time didn't like 4th edition, so they went as far in the opposite direction as possible and used vague, nebulous terms like attack with a melee weapon attack while holding a melee weapon. It's like, ah!
I don't know why this is the one case where it's not consistent. Doesn't say. Basically, he gets a plus 10 in it though, because he has plus 2 in intelligence and his proficiency is plus 4. He doubles that.
Okay, so he
gets
rolled a
plus 10.
62. Nope, that's before.
No, that's from before. So what do I?
Just roll a d20 plus 10.
1d20 plus
1d20
10, yeah.
plus 10. All right, hold on. I'm just trying to figure out if that's so. Yeah, okay. So plus 2 in history and then double the proficient. Okay, now it's making sense. Okay. Rolled 24.
Yeah, this isn't real stone. Well, it's real stone, but it wasn't carved. It was just magicked into this shape, into this place.
How lazy are they?
Yeah. It looks really good, but you know what shaped stone, what worked stone looks like, and even the most masterful statues and sculptures have some indications of having been worked with by somebody. The sculpture version of a brush stroke somewhere, and this is just completely devoid of all signs of human artistic intervention aside from the shape.
Human.
Willed into. Well, any sort of intelligent, artistic, aside from just being summoned, Maybe somebody did hand carve an original statue at some point, but this is not one. This is not one of them.
So Thane is like quietly judging the Goldfeldians.
Gold
Uh,
I like that.
The Goldfeld.
And also he's kind of like regretting his judgment.
Sometimes
of
you just
Pharaoh.
don't want to roll, you know? Sometimes you just don't want to know.
Because this shit ain't flying. So
Yeah.
they should have
Thane would have
used
rather have
actual-
not learned what he learned. Alright, so,
Okay, but that was just the horse, right? So that wasn't the actual building. I mean, I'm not gonna keep
Oh,
doing
yeah,
this,
yeah,
but-
yeah. Those were just the statues outside.
Okay. He's going to assume
I'll let you use the same roll for the house. The house is just regular chiseled like stonework. It's decent.
Okay. All right.
It's like this house is
There's-
chiseled.
Like you can tell
look it
like
up.
just from like this being an artificial hill and all the stonework that there's got to be some equivalently big hole somewhere in the ground somewhere, you know? Or under a mountain, you know?
Thane's like wondering where the nearest quarry is and what. Anyway. All right.
The dwarves have a law, you know. One of the laws of mountain working is that, you know, for every hole there is an equal and opposite mountain.
That makes sense. I like that.
Yeah.
And we could have gone there after Golden Fields, but we didn't. So
Yep. Fuck the dwarves. All right. What is happening with Euros, man?
yeah, is he gone now, or what's
He
the?
left.
What a bastard.
Yeah.
It's telling me the fucking
You
asshole.
bailed, bro.
Never
You bastard.
particularly cared for that guy.
Varys looks over at Harmonel and notices that suddenly he just has a glazed look over his face and is just blindly following everyone around with no reaction to anything happening.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We'll make little jabs at high elves repeatedly to see if he responds.
He shouldn't have gotten into some of that halfling weed we had with us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Thane always thought that guy was kind of a dumbass, and now it's just me.
All right, so you guys go into the North Furrows End. It's pretty packed right now. It's pretty busy. People are getting breakfast. There you can see about like half a dozen staff running around taking care of business. There's a somewhat attractive middle-aged woman behind the bar writing some stuff in a notebook.
Would you say she's a pretty woman or a handsome woman?
She's handsome.
Oh, okay. That's not, I mean that's what you want an innkeeper to have. Handsomeness. Okay.
So primarily humans that inhabit this place.
Oh, that's the wrong place. It's that lady from Shrek, though. Look at that from gameplay before I delete it.
Oh dear God! Is that the person that's running this joint?
Yeah.
Okay. I withdraw the handsome comment.
Oh God, he's back.
You okay, Euros?
Maybe Daddy needed to punish him for a minute.
Oh, Daddy. He doesn't want to say anything because otherwise we'd hear his tears.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
want to
Yeah, I'm
respect my
good.
father. Finderwell is fucking me in the ass.
Ouch.
No response. You okay, bud?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
All right, so
My father wanted something. Come on, man.
I know that's what we're joking about.
It's about child abuse.
He wanted that ass.
Okay, so you guys go into the tavern, and one of the staff members that you've seen running around comes up to you and says, she's got a a clipboard, a pencil, and she says, "What can I get for you?"
Food.
Thane wants some golden gulp.
I look
Okay, one more
longingly.
golden gulp.
I want to say I want a golden gulp, but it's not happening.
She's
I can't
kinda
imbibe
taps the pencil on the clipboard impatiently.
Vera's gonna raise two fingers, like for like a two, like one for me too, kind of thing. Make it two kind of gesture, and and then she'll add verbally. We'd also like a room for the day in which we could all take a load off.
Okay, find a seat. I'll be right back.
Nice.
That I think it's polite for us.
So Thane's gonna like look over at Varys, and kind of like notice his longing, and
Ugh. Oh, like okay, but like that.
Not gay longing.
Yeah. I get it.
and he's gonna inquire to Varys, is there anything that the party can do to slake your thirst?
Thirst for what?
He's talking to Varys.
Yeah.
I know.
You're not paying
Sorry, I
attention,
forgot to.
Greg?
My bad. I was dozing for a sec. What did he say?
Buddy, first of all, it's too early in the day, and it's Kilo's job to do that.
Yeah. Yep.
So Thane is asking Varys, is there anything we can do to slake your thirst?
Nothing. I do not eat. I do not sleep. I am this thing. And then I'm just gonna like point at my face and be like, "This is what I am now." Not so subtly and a little annoyed. There is no cure for being dead. Well, unless you have a really good cleric and you didn't make a deal with the devil and you actually still have possession of your soul. But unfortunately, those do not apply to this current case. Blame the Thin Man. Fuck that guy.
Fuck the Thin Man.
Oh well.
All right. So a minute later, the server comes back and she's got the 2 mugs of the beer, and she puts them down, and they look very delicious, and they're in big old it's like 2 pint glasses, and she's puts a room key down, and she says 5 gold.
Vera will toss her 5 gold.
All right.
She's feeling
And, she says room number's on the key.
what number's on the key? 8.
88.
88.
Hail Hitler.
Woo. Out of curiosity, was there like a stable that we could put our horses and carriage in? And
Yes.
okay,
Yeah, and we had one horse killed.
Yeah, she actually
Is there
is
the
going to
horse
charge us
statue?
7 gold because of stabling fees.
okay.
We have
Ooh,
fucking 5 horses left and a carriage. So
So
It's like a
2 more.
parking
Yeah.
back.
Parking, yeah.
yeah. You want your carriage parking validated, ma'am?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Thane's gonna be drinking take a sip, and there's like some of the golden gulp is like dribbling down his beard. He basically looks like Gimli in that scene.
Can Hamdi got a glass of wine?
I think it's after Helm's Deep
Mm.
when they're drinking in the
Yeah,
hobbits are dancing.
And he loses the drinking game with Legolas.
Yeah, exactly.
Elves win again.
You're like the guy from Hot Shots.
Jesus Christ.
He's got a drinking problem.
I'm pretty sure that was originally in Airplane.
No, this movie is made by the same guy, and this movie predates Airplane.
Oh, I missed Hot Shots.
Damn.
Good.
Yeah, Hot Shots is amazing. It's even better than Airplane. If you liked Airplane and you recognize that that gag from Airplane, you would I mean that's the guy from Airplane. Like he's in both of them, I think. Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
He's in most comedy from that era.
Yeah, he's
He's just that guy, you know.
what is his
He's the
name?
guy. That guy, you know.
Oh yeah. God. Anyway, all right. So yeah, it's 8 in the morning, about 8:30 now, probably. You guys are getting your drink on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You got your
It's
room
8:30.
key. What's the plan?
Cool.
What's the plan, kids?
Go
Well,
to Neverwinter.
I guess we'll probably all like to go take a rest after a drink, and then the human and the dwarf will have to. Wait, Varys doesn't rest anymore, does
Nope.
he? Or what?
No, I mean I have to. I don't sleep, but I still have to take a full 8 hours mechanically.
That's so embarrassing for you.
I would assume that I just have to kind of sit there and like go into some sort of trance like thing, but I assume it takes 6 hours and then 2 hours of light activity.
Yeah.
That's my assumption of how it works mechanically.
Yeah.
I
Varys
know.
is just like in the corner, like kind of dead-eyed, just like out there, just staring.
Is Vera in character laughing at me when she finally realizes that I have to rest,
Yeah,
even though I'm dead?
not as much as I am laughing, but there's a little bit of a chuckle for sure. A little bit of a chuckle when she realizes, wait, you don't sleep, but you have to sit there? That's so silly.
Why do you think
know,
I'm
you
so
still
pissed?
gotta, fill the, wash the brain over with the, with that fluid, that sweet, sweet brain juice.
I mean, in his case, it's kind of like black tar at this point, but
Yeah.
There's not much of a brain left.
That brain kombucha.
yeah.
All right. So
Okay, yeah.
you guys
Didn't you
go
guys
up
come
to the your room is on the first or on the second story.
Okay.
And it's the 8th room, and it's just got 2 beds, 2 chests against the wall, and 2 nightstands. But you see that presumably the server from before has like laid out enough extra sleeping mats for everybody.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll all kind of.
Who gets the beds?
The elves.
Okay.
Yeah, but
well,
there's 3 elves, 4 elves.
Vera's not a baby or an idiot, so she's going to like sit cross-legged on the floor because she doesn't need to sleep. She needs to trance.
Yeah.
So she's going to not take a bed because
You win
it's
again, little man.
rude and a sign of weakness. So she will
All right, fair enough.
on the floor, cross-legged, eyes towards the doorway.
Yeah.
I figured you were trans.
She's afraid of getting Nazguled.
Oh, I mean, I'm not sure you should use the N word though.
That's why whenever I stay, whenever I get like a hotel room, I always get 2 rooms, and in one room I feel like dummies full of hay, and I sleep in the other room.
Yeah, totally.
Work like it saved me from like 6 Nazguls.
Yeah,
Nazguls.
That's got it.
Naz guy.
All right.
I think we call them Naz guys.
So you guys, I guess you have to sleep for the full Monty.
Yeah, but us elves will only take them like 4.
Well,
and we can take the other 4 to walk around.
We only need to sleep for 6 and then can do 2 hours of light activity.
Yeah,
Oh.
but we only need to do 4. Like me and the Fender Willies. So we'll take 4 and then we'll go explore the Abbey while you guys are doing your last little bit, basically, and then we can continue on our way. At least that was my thought. No reason to dilly dally, right?
Sure. So at like 2 p.m. then.
Yes.
Everybody but Greg. And
Well,
Thane.
And Grint.
And Grint.
Grint has to sleep too.
So really, most people.
How does Thane sleep with Grint? Does he like use him as a pillow, or are they
I assumed it was a
snuggled up
tauntaun
together?
Situation.
I figured that Grint is a big spoon. Grint seems like the big spoon.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's more of a spooning situation. So
Yeah. That seems. Yeah.
It's kind of like that scene from Star Wars where like Luke like kind of crawls into the.
I already said it's a tauntaun situation.
Okay.
Okay.
I would like if you stop there. I don't want to know any more about the.
Yeah. And then he soaks
Is
him up from the
Thane
inside.
going inside? Is Thane
All right.
going inside this pig?
Okay, so around 2 p.m., Vera and Harmonel.
And the other Fender Wellies. Fender Welly. Well, why are they? What's with these really gaudy squares? We lost him again. How much does his dad need to beat him?
Yeah, that's a good question.
With jumper cables.
I mean, I understand. I want to beat him too sometimes, but
So you're gonna go to the Abbey.
Yeah. Is this all of us, or why
Had
is
blue
this?
screen of death on my laptop.
Uh-oh.
I just don't buy it. I just don't buy it. That's all. That's all I'm saying is I don't fucking buy it.
Oh, he wrote that. Oh.
I am not buying the goods that this man is selling me.
Interesting.
This man is a man who lies. Oh, hey, there he is.
There he is.
Hey, gay boy.
You okay?
Had a blue screen of death on my laptop.
Stop watching all that porn there, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you can watch it, just don't
You
download.
okay? Did you get it sorted?
Yeah, it's good now.
All right. Well, I don't know if I'd say good, but it's
Seriously.
working. All right. So everybody but Grint and Thane and Varys.
And me.
Shitty
Yep.
dwarves.
So you head down along the row houses, which are just like basically Soviet-style apartment buildings.
Khrushchevkas.
Yeah, we know what a blue screen of death means. He's just asking what that means for you.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? More
Seriously.
importantly, what does that mean for us?
Seriously, dude.
It's
So-
fine for now.
I was asking how you're doing. Like,
An attractive young abbess stands in front of the abbey. The walls and pillars of which are covered in depictions of Chanteur. She is flanked by 2 bears, one black and one brown.
Who, the Abbess or Shanto?
The abbess.
Okay. She's flanked by 2 bears.
Yes.
Actual bears?
Could be actual bears, could be druids.
No, but I mean like these aren't like non-statues, like living
Yeah, these
bears.
are real bears. They're moving around and shit.
Oh,
Could be
just-
could be druids, given what you know. Could be real people. Or sorry,
Because
could be real bears.
I actually didn't think you were talking about the Abbess. I thought you were talking about the statue.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Do you think Grinch could fuck those bears?
Hovering in front of the abbess is a 10-foot tall, hairless humanoid with opalescent emerald green skin and angelic white feathered wings that extend over 24 feet and flap slowly, keeping the creature aloft 2 meters above the ground.
That's
It has gold vambraces and a white skirt and golden sandals. And the creature and the abbess appear to be in conversation.
Wow. This is like LGBTQ plus to the extreme.
In
What the fuck?
fucking way?
Like a green humanoid with like scales and
Nobody said
bangles.
scale.
Is that what you think gay people look like?
Yeah, what
It
is
seemed to
happening?
me it seemed to me like a pride parade thing is all.
You know, when you
Sodomites.
did describe hairless and wearing a skirt, I was like, all right, I kind of see where he's coming from, but
Hey, the wings just made it seem like a costume, big gay costume.
I posted a picture.
Okay, I hope it's just of it now.
Is this a Marco?
Oh, that's very different than what I was picturing. Yeah, I was picturing something entirely different.
And I'll just 10-foot tall, hairless, humanoid, opalescent emerald green skin, angelic white feathered wings, over 24 feet, flapping slowly. I'm not seeing what I'm not saying.
I mean, that's why I mean,
Okay, so so what do you do?
that's what I described. That's what you saw.
So you're at the edge of like the clearing whenever you see this. What do you do?
So Vera's gonna wait for them to finish their conversation. If they're obviously in conversation, you don't interrupt someone you're about to ask a favor of. So
Okay, so as you stop and wait patiently, the creature holds up a hand, and you hear a voice reverberate in your head. A moment, Abbas. Someone approaches.
whoa.
And the creature hovers over to the side and gestures for you to approach.
Greetings.
I mean, yeah.
Greetings, travelers. Perhaps you could aid me in my holy quest.
And what is this holy quest?
I am the planetar Zaphael of the Triad. I have been sent
Who?
to cleanse this region of a great evil.
Okay. Cool.
I typed it, you deaf shit. No.
I'm just trying to fucking help. I'm just trying to help. man.
I really did try to choose one that didn't have a name already in the Old Testament. I went through the list of angels, you know.
And
Anyway,
what is this evil?
he hides himself from my detection, but he is known to live in this stretch of the Sword Coast. He is the
Can you elaborate?
consort of demons and a master of illusion. He is a most dangerous being and was recently freed from his imprisonment.
Uh-oh.
And who is he?
He is known in these parts as Nicholas Ramay. Though in Cormyr they call him Jarrell. The elves of Corminthir call him Tav Anul. In
How do they
Am,
call him
he
in
is
Corminthir?
Geralt, and amongst the Drow, Shavrak Ast. And then he pauses and looks each of you in the eyes and says, "Tell me, have you ever heard any of these names?"
Vera is going to tell him that she has heard one of the names, but she would like to know for
Speak
what.
now.
She's going to ask him for what crime he was imprisoned.
He is a... Hold on. Let me type the names real quick for Greg.
Just copy paste that shit,
I
man.
don't...
No, you got it.
I do it all
Read!
by hand.
Digitize it, man. Digitize it.
He did it.
Can I roll
It works
insight on the
better for me
Archon?
when if I write it down, I don't even really have to reference it.
Can I roll insight on the Archon?
You can enroll insight on the unknown creature that I'd already identified himself to you.
I get a 10.
Okay. What are you trying to discern with this insight?
If he's talking bullshit or if it's just like a beef that he has personally with Ramai.
I mean, he seems truthful, yeah. But he's also, like, very otherworldly in his mannerisms, so it's hard for you to discern anything. What was your question, Kilo?
For what crime he was imprisoned.
He is the consort of demons. He has killed, imprisoned, and done worse to thousands in the pursuit of wickedness.
Great. Vera's going to ask him what aid he requires.
This creature's location is hidden from me. You say you've heard this name. Which name, and whence have you heard it?
Nicholas Ramai.
Where?
And Vera had
Tell me now.
in the vicinity of Daggerford.
You have done this world a great service. I see that there is truth in your heart. You could not have lied to me. Tell me,
No.
friends, why do you come to Golden Fields?
Vera's going to, without any ceremony, just like reach over. Oh no, because damn, Varys isn't with us. I was just gonna pull off his mask and be like, oh well, she'll say that we're looking for a cleric to heal one of our number who has been, unfortunately, wraithified. and to bring back one of ours who was slain unjustly.
Ask anything within my power, and you shall have it. But to save a life that has already been lost is no easy feat. I can make no promises. Ultimately, this thing is up to your friend's soul. But I will do what I can, if this is what you wish.
But Barrett's gonna like look at Harmonel and be like, yeah, let's see what he says.
If he so he'll resurrect Banda.
It sounds like, yeah. I think Varys might be fucked with regards to this guy's abilities, but maybe Banda's okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah, then we'll tell him that a friend of ours has been laid to rest in the town of Nightstone, and we would desperately wish to see him among our number again.
He stops flapping his wings and he drops to the ground, and then he reaches down and scoops up a pile of the earth, and he grasps it tightly in one hand, and his hand glows. And after a moment, he opens it again to reveal a diamond glowing with a radiant internal light. And he holds out the gem towards you, and he says,
Is that the Silmaril?
"Touch this gem to the corpse of your friend, and speak your friend's name. Should their soul be willing, they will be returned to you.
Whoa.
I must go now. This threat must be put to rest, once and for all."
Wow.
And then he flaps his wings up once, and he shoots off into the sky.
Wow.
And Hamilton will go like, no, fuck.
And then the young abbess says, "Holy shit!"
Should I call it Resurrection Diamond? Is that
Yes.
canonical? Okay.
Yeah, that's good enough.
That's awesome. So I can just like touch this to old Banda, and he's.
But you gotta know his name, and you never known his name.
Wait, his name is Banda.
It is, yeah, that's true.
Okay.
I planned the whole twist around you guys having never learned his name. Damn.
Okay. I mean, I was like, well, maybe he needs we need to know his true name.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you gotta go to the Fey
You know
realm
what's
to find out his
crazy?
name.
Is we met Bandog like 4 months into the campaign. He was with us for like maybe 2 months before dying, and we've been trying
What
to
is what you
resurrect
went
him
through?
for about.
Together.
I'm saying, but we tried to resurrect him. In real life, he died about 11 months ago.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's because this game session is traveling very close to the speed of light.
Gotcha.
So there's a lot of relativistic things happening.
Yeah. Wait, how long did he actually die? Not 11 months, right? It's more like 2
No,
months.
in real life. Oh, you're saying in the game? Yeah.
Oh, in real life, yeah, that was like a year ago.
Yeah, it's been about 2 months.
Yeah, okay. Because I don't think we
So
can.
it was the 7th of Flame Rule that he died on. So we just pull up the handy dandy bamdy camder Flame Rule.
Less
So
than
it's
2 months.
It's 2 months. It's 2 months. It's a little under 2 months.
Okay, that's good because I think after a year the bodies get too skeevy and then you can't resurrect
You have
them anymore.
100 years.
Oh, it's 100 years. Ew.
Yeah.
Well, what do they come back like all goopy and stuff?
Nope.
Oh,
It's
Interesting.
fully restored.
But I think they need like a week or so to fully go to 100%
It
strength,
depends
something
on
like that.
which type of resurrection it is, I believe.
There's one that has only a year, I believe.
is
There's
the
a lower
diamond-
level spell.
How big is the diamond?
Resurrection is 100 years, I think, and true resurrection is 200 years.
How big is the diamond?
It's the size of your fist.
Is it a suppository?
No, but you just have to touch it to the skeleton. You know. Fortunately, the hips doth be wide enough.
Okay. The spirit is willing, but the anus is real tight.
Jesus.
The spirit is willing, but the body is fleshy and weak.
Okay. Cool. Well, that's very cool. Vera has packed up the little resurrection
He
diamond.
turns
We
to
are-
the companions and begins shooting at them.
Yeah. So here goes our road to the abyss then. Fact.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this could be good. I mean, I think we should keep tabs on this Archon if we can and figure out if we can help him, because ostensibly he's probably going to find out when he finds Remay that we're the ones who let him go, and he's going to be like, wait, what now? Like, so
To be fair, we didn't know the full story when we let out Remay. We just knew he was an old man being mind controlled by a demon.
yeah, I mean, yeah, and if we come across the Archon again, that's exactly what I'll say. Like, dude, he was enslaved by a demon. We did not realize that this was your doing. Like, we kind of
Also, you realize there's no guarantee that Remay won't defeat this guy now, right?
I think he'd be hard pressed. This dude just made a diamond out of dirt in like a second, and the diamond.
Jesus shit.
Yeah, but that guy Remay could be like the fucking, like the kryptonite to these sort of guys too.
You do know that you do remember that Remay is the like ex-lover of Iglov / Tasha, who like has created almost as many spells as Mordenkainen, and is like one of the main, is like a demigod in the Fey realm. So
it's basically two demigods fighting each other.
So he's pretty powerful, but he's not on her level yet. But he does own one of like one of the like 7 sections of the Demonomicon. So
I mean, I'm more comfortable with this guy with like the odds of this guy fighting Remay than of the dragon fighting Remay. So I'm okay with this.
Ancient dragons also have demigods, basically.
Yeah, if you get when the dragons get old enough, it just depends on how old. There's a lot of factors that can go into it,
But it's basically now two demigods fighting each other.
Say what?
It's basically now two demigods fighting each other.
You can make a religion check. Go make a religion check. Go make a religion check and come back here.
I'm gonna do one too. Didn't like it.
8.
Let's see.
Wait, when he says Zaphael of the Triad, is he referring to the Triad as in Tyr,
Yes.
Torm?
Okay, I get the nat one.
Amar?
You got a nat 1. Yeah, you are unfamiliar with planetars.
I'm actually gonna roll this time. I tried.
Whenever you fucking get around to it, man.
I typed in roll. I typed in REM. What is my religion?
So while they're fucking off, can me and Thane wake up after our 6 hours, or?
Yeah.
6.
Yeah. But that you'll be 2 hours later. So if they're gonna do something here, then
Yeah. Well, let's say
they don't necessarily need to talk to the abbess anymore. So.
Well,
unless they want to.
Oh yeah, we have a resurrection diamond, so we're good then.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Unless the abbess, if the abbess knows where some boar pussies at, then that would be some relevant information.
Well, I mean, yeah, and as long as we have some time, Vera is going to ask if the abbess or anyone in Golden Fields would have any information about the giants of the what are those? The Sword Mountains, or what was that?
Yes.
Yeah, about the giants of the Sword Mountains, and explain to her that they some time ago sacked the town over which we bear responsibility, and we'd like to know why they would do such a thing. The dicks.
On which our divine right hinges.
They are chaotic evil, that's the point of them. Destroy things.
Yeah, so you ask the abbess that, who she introduces herself to you as Freda. And she's like 35 or so. She's very pretty for being an abbess. And she tells you that the giants don't really ever come down here because the monks here in the past 100 years or so have a proud martial tradition, and they don't take shit from no one in not so many words. And really, this Golden Fields is much too far from the hills for them to bother with. But it is very tragic what happened in Nightstone, and if you need any food, you can get it at the regular going rate for the Lord's Alliance members.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What?
What does Vara say in response to that?
Sorry, I was spacing out.
Oh my god, guys.
Jesus Christ.
Doing?
So she's gonna give you. She's basically saying, yeah, we don't know jack shit, but we'll give you, the regular going rate for the Lord's Alliance if you need food.
Which would probably be a very, very good price.
Wait, what? So what for Nightstone to join the Lord's Alliance?
No.
Nightstone is already in the Lord's Alliance.
No.
What?
No,
Huh?
she's saying that it's very bad that what happened to you. They don't know anything about the Giants, but on account of what happened, they'd be willing to sell you food at the price that they sell it to members of the Lord's Alliance.
Oh, like so we can get like food stores, like food regularly supplied to Nightstone. You're saying?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good. Yeah. Like what rates are we talking about?
Well, it's just half whatever the normal price of grain is.
Okay, yeah. We could get like a Well, I guess Harmonal has a ring. We can contact her later, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. I will. Vera will thank her for her offer and inform her that we are currently on a small quest of our own. But as soon as we are back in Nightstone, we will take stock of our people's needs and contact her to set up a regular order, if that would be in order.
Yeah, she says that that's excellent, and she looks forward to hearing from you.
Very cool. So we need to make a note to ourselves when we get back. We build a grain silo.
Build a granary.
That's round 2 of city building.
Yay.
Hey. No, I'd like to ask Vara why she Schnitzromai to the Archon.
I mean, it's okay. We got unions. We've got grain. We can get some sickles up in here. You know how it is.
I asked you something else. Why did you Schnitzromai?
Huh?
Why did you give him Romai's location?
I don't really want to deal
One
with
second,
it.
the dog is freaking out. I'll be right back.
Yeah. But are you asking me or are you asking Vera?
Vara.
Both.
But Vera is going to kind of like give like a half shrug and then explain that Ramay seems like a liability and a liability that we could possibly make use of at some point, but that one way or another he's a danger to us. And then gesturing towards where the Archon dude was flapping around, be like, and it would seem also a danger to others up and down the coast. If the demigod wants to deal with him, that's his prerogative. And she'll leave it at that.
But he was the only source in figuring out anything about the King of Embers, and now we are fucked. We have nothing now.
I mean, he told us what he was going to tell us, though, I think. Like, he did tell us something already, and I'm not sure he was going to tell us anything more. That's not a man who gives information without getting something in return. We don't have anything he wants or needs.
He wanted the soul of the demon in exchange.
Yeah, I mean... But if
what?
If we're in a position to get a demon's soul, we can also probably just ask that demon then. You know, like if you want to summon a demon and then defeat a demon and bind its soul.
No, we aren't summoning him because otherwise he will respond. We need to kill him in the abyss directly.
Yeah, wait, who are you talking about?
Yeah, if you kill a demon in the material plane, he will come back. He won't die for good.
Yeah, but
you need to trap his soul, and that's like an 18th level spell or something like that.
No. You said because he was only source of information about the King of Embers, and I said like, but he wanted a demon's soul, and I said, well, if he was going to give us information for a demon's soul, we can also just take whatever demon we were going to get that soul from.
He wanted the Kings of Embers soul, like he would give us the info, and then we kill him.
Let him finish.
But that was done. Like.
What he wanted was, like, he will give us the info, puts us in the abyss, and then we kill the King of Embers and we give him his soul. That was what he wanted.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Like, I mean, I don't trust him, like, remotely.
Apparently, in such a quest, there aren't really many people you can trust in the first place, and he was, like, the only guy who gives any information on demons.
Yeah, but he gave us that information. Like that's what I mean. Like
No, he was doing more research on the topic because he's a new demon. This King of Embers motherfucker.
I mean, if you want to go save his ass, you can do that.
No, it's too fucking late. We've sent a demigod after him.
Yeah, you said his name. Like I thought.
No, I said
It is probably too late to beat the flying guy there.
I mean, there's a difference between having heard his name and actually not telling him where he is, because you may have heard the name in the
You
story
did
or
say
something.
Daggerford, though.
I didn't say Daggerford.
I said Daggerford, but Vera's going to reply. I thought you wanted to let the Archon know. You said Reme's name. It was my.
But
It's a common thing told.
That's common knowledge.
In the Sword Coast and Faerun that angels always know when somebody's lying.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not that's true or something that they just say and try to hold against people is up for debate.
But he's a really known wizard, so the name you might have heard the name somehow, somewhere. Doesn't matter.
Vera's going to retort.
Well, he's well known in like demonologist circles, but not he's not like a household name like Elminster would be.
Yeah, but Vera's going to retort. You offered that you offered up the name Reme, and he asked me then directly if I knew where he was. I was not going to lie to him. If you wished Reme to remain a secret, you shouldn't have said the name Reme.
No, saying that you've heard the name doesn't mean that you know where he is. That's the point.
He asked me if I knew where he was,
and you can say no. I don't know his exact location.
Asked me because you said we had heard the name Reme. If you wanted Reme,
you do know his exact location, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah, if you wanted Reme to be a secret, I don't know why you brought him up at all. Then, like, I only gave the location because you said we have heard the name Reme. I thought you were fine giving him up. I asked the dude for information on Reme. He made a pretty clear case that Reme is bad news, and you said we've heard of him. I thought you were okay with him being given up. If you wanted him to be a secret, you shouldn't have brought him up.
No, but having heard the name doesn't mean that you know where he is.
Yeah, but then the next question that he asked was, "Where is he?"
Yeah.
So then you either gotta lie to the angel or tell the truth.
You can say half truth,
we don't know where he was. Anyway, let's just move on.
Yeah. Well, Vera's going to close, but like, again,
Vera's not going to close. It's 4:20 p.m. So smoke them if you got them. You guys you've just talked to the abbess, and she has offered a favorable trade deal, and now she has walked off to the abbey itself, where she is gossiping with people inside, presumably about what just happened. Stop typing to yourselves.
We will always type to ourselves.
No talking amongst yourselves. God, it feels good to be in charge. All right, so what now? I guess about 4:20, the rest of the sleeping fuckers regroup with the awake bastards.
Well, I wanted to ask if I could do something real quick after I finish my rest. I wish to contact the old Thin Man.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want to say? What do you want to try? How do you go about attempting to contact
I want to interrogate him over what the fuck he did to Saddam Hussein.
Ooh.
All right. So your typical manner of contacting him would be the book.
Yeah, I open the book and I say, "Get your ass over here. I'm angry."
You actually say that?
I'm gonna probably phrase it a little nicer. I'm gonna say, "Thin Man, I demand you speak with me now."
So the ground falls away beneath you, and you're on the weathered marble disc from before. And in front of you is the immense figure of the Thin Man, at least 200 feet tall.
I like that you refer to him as the Thin Man now.
His name.
I just want to say that.
It's his real name. It's always been his real name. And he peers down at you and says, "You make no demands of me. You live and die by my will."
I lived and died by the will of the goblins down in Nightstone. This isn't living.
And yet,
What does he say to that?
and yet, you work in the pursuit of my goals. Every day,
My goal.
inexorably, more souls fall into my web. Through your actions alone.
Such as?
He smirks at you.
Didn't you slaughter a bunch of
Waste my time.
Well, know this, Thin Man. I wish to know what you
Hatred that is
did.
earned.
What did you do to Saddam?
This name is nothing.
It's everything.
everything and nothing?
I have not.
I may
touched
be your
Saddam.
slave. Can I insight that? Can I try to read him?
Mhm.
He's full of shit. I always forget what my insight is. It's surprisingly high.
Wait, what? Really?
In that you always expect you to have low stats. You have a
Well, because I always forget it's the one wisdom stat I have. 22.
seems to be truthful.
So you're telling me you were not behind Saddam claiming he heard my voice and turned into a flame monster? That wasn't you?
No. My art is a more subtle one, as you well know. Begone.
So I'm gonna.
He waves his hand. His twice broken fingers and the environment around you fades away, and the book
God damn it.
slams shut. And try as you might, you cannot reopen it.
What a bitch.
You're talking about Varys, right?
Yeah.
That little bitch in a book.
Where, Daddy? No, where?
Son of a bitch.
Where is
All right.
it that you're? Where is it that you've performed this profane rite?
I just figured it was in the room.
You did it in the middle of a tavern. No. Okay.
No, I did it in the room of the tavern.
Okay.
What do Grint and Thane think of this? Since they're in that room with you.
Well, I assumed I disappeared and then came back,
You don't
right?
disappear. You just collapse.
Ooh.
Like you pick up the book, you look at it, and then you fall over. Or I guess freeze looking at it.
So who the fuck
you're
did that?
Like you're
dumb?
hypnotized by unseen contents within the book.
So who the fuck did it, man? That's fucked up. That's really fucked up. Oh my god.
I think you have this assumption that someone did something to Saddam. I don't think that happened. I think
he claimed he heard my voice telling him to do that.
I think he was consumed by rage and by a sense of revenge, and basically just bound himself to consuming flame.
Can I roll some sort of history or intelligence or
Religion?
arcana check?
You can roll
Religion.
or arcana.
I mean, it's the same in either one, so we'll just call it a religion arcana. 19.
Nice.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, you've heard tales, maybe wives' tales, maybe stories told by religions that disagree, but there are different kinds of gods. And there's things that are not quite gods, but have the power of gods. And one of those things are primordial elementals. And one of them, is Kosuth. And he is said to whisper to people in the flames.
Kolsuth?
Kosuth!
Cool.
He was the
So,
god
I don't
of
like
elemental fire and purification through fire.
Interesting.
I really
Alright.
like that you put that as you grilled him, Greg. You did not grill him. You asked him a question. He treated you like a little bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, while we're here, Thane, since we're out and about now, I'm curious if there would be anything related to Myconids or their assorted folk in Golden Fields.
If they're not sorted. They're good people.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Wait, what are you talking about? Who's good people?
The Myconids.
So Myconids, you just called them sorted.
Yeah, you
I
did
said
call them-
assorted.
Oh,
Assorted.
Don't
That's an important
remember
difference.
it playing out like that.
I said assorted, not sorted.
I just don't remember it playing out like that. Okay, so yeah, so there's like on the walls in the rooms, there's like lists of stuff that's like, so you can see this attraction in Goldenfield and all that stuff. And one of them is there's yeah, thanks. You done laughing? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
There's one of them is the Earth Mother's Bounty, which is a seed shop, and then the other is just it just says seed bank, and it's
Earth Mother's Bounty sounds like a strip club.
I didn't make it up. That's what it says on the wiki.
I mean,
So would the Earth Mother's Bounty have anything to do with
They sell
with old
seeds
Mike?
there, and the other one's a seed bank. That's the closest to like spores that you can get. It's who's to say whether or not they would have that there? But this is a very, I mean, they got a seed bank. That's pretty unusual for this this sort of thing.
unfortunately, Varys is dead, so he can no longer give any deposits.
You can make another religion check to see what you know about the faith of Shintoa.
15.
Oh my.
I'm rolling pretty well today, man.
Downright decent.
Are you on your lonesome, or did Brent go with you?
Then you coming with, or
Oh, absolutely.
Nice.
actually,
Down for
So-
while
the
we're
Let's
on
go
the way to
fucking
the
Linda.
seed bank, while we're on the way to the seed bank, can we stop by the can we stop by the livestock first and see if there's any pigs or boars for old Grint to mount?
Yes, you can. Yes, of course you can. And
So-
unfortunately, there are not. It's all cows and
Oh.
goats.
So where are we right now?
You guys, I guess, are. Well, let's see. I'm just trying to figure out where the seed bank is. Okay.
I think it was G3, wasn't it?
No, the seed bank is different from the Earth Mother's Bounty.
Son of a bitch.
I know it's fucking bullshit in it. Okay, so it's actually the seed bank is at the Abbey. So that's very.
All right, so I guess we're gonna.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, so your religion check lets you learn that amongst other tenets of their faith, Shantoans are very devoutly like agricultural. They believe in like raising and growing crops. They believe in like preserving seeds. Most Shantoan temples serve as seed banks, and they also like they're supposed to like plant like a dozen trees like a month or some shit like that. So that's fucking fun.
Militant gardeners.
Yeah. Yep.
What's like the most holy seed to them?
They think of them all pretty equally. They probably, depends on the priest, but they're, if you got one talking about it, they might say like whatever feeds the most people or some bullshit like that. That's kind of the way they look at it. Because it's as much about growing stuff as it is about taking care of people, which is.
Well, at the bank, can I see if there are any spores?
Okay. Yeah. So your people are just free to walk around inside the temple there, but the seed bank itself is at the back of the temple, and there's a guard outside of it. But there's a sign on the wall that says seed bank.
I'm gonna ask him if I could see the wares in there.
Oh, no wares, sir. Not for sale here, sir. We keep these in case of need. Something dies off, we replant them. Got thousands of seeds in here, all types, all across the Sword Coast. Interchange them between the temples, we do. That way everybody's got a little bit of everything, they do.
And I'm gonna give him a long, kind of slightly rambling, but mostly censored version of, yeah, I met and befriended and saved some myconids, and I was looking for spores to see if I could meld my mind to them again and reach out to them.
Gosh, that's a fucking fascinating story. Don't know if it's true, but it's fascinating. Got most of the details right. A lot of people couldn't do that. Well, might not know this. You don't probably, but myconid spores not really good at surviving outside of the
Underdark.
the whole apparatus.
Yeah.
So we've not really got that figured out yet.
All right.
So to
well,
speak,
in
so-
that case, you know, I do
Cherry
recall.
saplings, though. Cherry tree saplings.
I mean, I'll let Vara see if she wants to grab anything. But on my
Not
end,
for
I'm just gonna
grabbing,
try to
for
reach
trading.
out. Yeah.
We're not with them really though, right? We're like not really doing stuff with them. They're a different part of the Abbey, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but
he
we're
tells
all
you
at
that
the
the
Abbey,
rule
though.
is you can trade any one seed for any other seed.
Too
I
bad.
don't have seeds.
Too bad. Bear is no longer really a full man. He could get some
Yeah.
seed really quickly.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Brick can get you some seed to trade.
You are thrown out of Golden Fields for impropriety.
Well, there's one last thing I would like to do then. Can I try to reach out in the Force? And although I am no longer physically with them, you know, possibly due to my mind link to the Thin Man and him now being in their rhythms, see if I can feel or hear or sense the spores at all.
They're there.
The
They're
magnet.
distantly. It's not the same as before though. There's not really. The rhythms are different. Instead of like beats, it's more like just quick pulses of telepathic connections and unconnections, kind of like a circuit in a computer, you know, where it's like it's on and then it's off to signal.
I
less
will inquire.
constant and more of like a lack of, and then it's like a presence of, and then an absence of to communicate things.
Cool.
So I mean, I'll inquire to see that all goes well, and that their home is safer now that the miners are gone.
You get a flash of the.
Get rid of them kids.
You see a flash of like a picture of the caves that you were in, and it's overgrown by the purple myconids. And then you see a flash of deeper in. It's like a large cavern, and that's full of myconids. And then you see a drow city, and that's full of myconids.
Awesome. They're taking over Drow Country too.
Let's get Drow. Fuck the Drow. Fuck Lold.
I'm going to tell them that upon my return, I wish to speak of them and wish them success with their conquest of the slavers in the Underdark.
There's an image of you and them fighting against an unpictured enemy.
Sick.
Cool.
All right. Well, I tell them I wish them luck, and but I also warn them to keep themselves clear of the Thin Man's of any contact from the Thin Man, for his any gifts that he offers them are in the end poisoned.
Get a flash of the big purple myconid smashing an old, weak, unarmored myconid.
Oh? I kind of question
You
that.
can tell that it's the same myconid smashing like its old self.
Oh, gotcha. So we made them strong, but at what cost?
They're fundamentally changed, yeah.
I tell them that you know, it is good that they're willing to fight for their defense and for what they believe, but you know, there is a balance to be found. Let me you know, deal with the repercussions of you know, let me bear the burden of. I'm trying to think of a way to say this. Like, let me bear the burden of these poison deals, but let them protect themselves and work to better themselves.
Wait, who are you talking?
Something like that.
The pulses grow distant and they grow distracted. The connection breaks.
Gotcha.
They're like, nah.
All right, okay.
All right, you're being a little preachy. You're being a little preachy.
Okay, that's enough of that now.
I'm sorry, Varys. You're
We're going through a
our
tunnel.
tunnel.
Let's go to Neverwinter, for fuck's sake.
All right, let's.
Euros.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
hate Euros.
Did Bane want to do anything else while we're here? Did you guys want to do anything else?
Probably
I
good. Golden Fields is great. The Golden Gulp is fantastic, but
It's a
Thane is-
flyover state, right?
I mean, it you know, in the sense that
It
like,
literally is.
yeah, it produces most of the food. Nobody goes there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, because we got a resurrection diamond. We got a tentative trade deal with Nightstone going on. They don't have any info about giants. I think that's all basically all we're here for, right?
Okay, so the giant thing Thane wanted to earlier, but was not in the proximity of Vera. So Thane is going to at least at some point approach Vera and be like, "Hey, if you want to track some giants later after we get back from the wedding, that we can do because I know the hills and we can go track some giants and find some things out about what's going on up there and why they're attacking Nightstone."
A dwarf hunting giants.
It's a bit David and Goliath, isn't it? Bit on the nose. All right.
Oh,
You
God.
don't know the history. You don't know the history that there's some history between Thane and the giants.
What did the giants do to Thane?
Bigger than
We
him.
shall not discuss this at this present time. But
I will remember your offer, Longbeard.
Isn't he a Broadbeam or a Firebeard? Are you sure about that?
What kind of giants were these? I'm gonna kind of be pressing anyway.
well, we'll just say that Thane has been kind of like along the Stone Coast for the Sword Coast for some time.
He's
Dwarves
always
call it
thinking
the
about
Stone Coast.
stones. And it's canon now.
I
Well-
I spent a few years up in what do you call it, New Amsterdam.
He's
Well,
been
not
around.
all dwarves. Only dwarves from Bryn Garoth, wherever that
Yeah.
place actually is.
Shockingly, right on the Sword Coast. Couple minutes outside of Waterdeep.
Exactly, yeah. It's out there.
Yeah.
I keep waiting for us to be in like a water battle so I can use my water breathing thing, and it's never happening.
Listen, I have a bunch of water maps prepped and everything. You guys just had to take the water path, you know?
Yeah. We could have used it already a couple of times, though, when we were exiting from Waterdeep sneakily to be
Yeah.
able to just go out in the water. It would have been really handy.
When
You should have
somebody-
joined earlier, you
I
ass.
can like give the party water breathing for like a day or something. It's awesome.
Oh,
Awesome.
that's awesome. All right, so
Awesome to the max.
it's about 4:30 p.m.
Okay.
Just gonna leave town then.
Yes.
Yes. Everyone remember to reset your hit die and heal up and stuff like that from our long rest.
You only half your hit die from long rest back. You don't get all of them, by the way.
Well, I didn't use any, so I don't give a shit.
Wrecked.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Okay, so are we going along the path that you guys determined? So we're basically like taking the longer-ish road.
Yeah. So do you want to
Wait,
cut
I have
up
a
through
question.
here? Which I guess now looking at this map,
yeah, we're totally going over to Anpeo and then up.
yeah,
Yeah.
you don't really need to go. You don't really pass through the mountains at all doing that.
No. Wait, but I have a question. What Mark just said? Did you just say you only get half your hit die back from a long rest?
Yeah.
But that doesn't make sense. Then you can never have all of your hit
So you
die.
get the other half back at the next one, you stupid bitch.
Wait,
Well,
what?
so what about for me when I use 9? Do I get 5 or 4 back?
You
5.
always round up in favor of the player.
Oh, you're saying you get half of your total hit die back.
Yes, he did mean to say
Okay.
that. He spoke erroneously. This is Mark's fault. I'm winning. I win.
Okay.
Fuck you.
This is another
No,
big victory for Akar.
Because I was really confused. I was like, wait, so like if you use 8, you get 4, and then you get 2, and then you get 1, and then you just
And then
can't
you die of old age. You're done. You don't
It's like-
adventure anymore. Fucking
it's like-
retire.
Like divide by 2 doesn't work for getting it all back at any point.
Boo hoo! What are you gonna do? Sit at home do math? You're gonna play Dungeons and Dragons. All right.
Okay. So yeah, Steve, you get 5 of that back.
Okay, so it takes about a day to cut over to Amphail.
Does anything happen? I want something to happen. It was exciting last time.
What do
We
you?
don't want another
What
TPK
do you
close.
want to happen?
I don't know. Lizard people.
Okay,
No,
lizard people
fuck them.
spring out of the woodwork. No.
Wait.
So
no, I thought they come out of the.
So, question. What is it like? So, I assume we're traveling with the carriage again, correct?
Yeah. Can we even cross that?
yeah, it's grasslands. You can cross it. I'm making it difficult terrain, and I'm slowing you down.
Oh, okay, bastard.
So, because like I don't take the difficult terrain.
This you do because you're not in your favorite thing. You're in like grasslands right now.
No. I always in difficult terrain. Let me read you the thing. All right. So that was a different thing.
Shit.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
But it
Landscape,
doesn't
I
matter.
can travel through. Yeah, but you're traveling with a party, so I mean, you could go up, you could pass them and go up ahead if you want.
But
Yeah,
it's not really.
That's the question, right? So can I go ahead of them and scout?
Yeah.
Is the question.
Sure.
You totally could, yeah. And then we can talk shit while you're gone.
So not only do we get the benefit of you scouting, but we don't have to fucking deal with you. All right.
Thing's gonna be like sprinting out in front of the carriage, just
Oh,
like
dude, it's like when you do an escort quest in a game.
So annoying.
Yeah. So
He's
like,
gonna be looking-
you guys are doing like you're walking just fast enough that you're faster than walking, but not
Yeah,
I
but
hear
not
that
as
so much
fast
in
as,
games.
as Thane's sprint speed. So he's just keep going ahead and waiting for you and scouting.
regardless.
Yeah, give
If
me a perception, since you're
Oh, come
actively scouting.
All right. Hold on. What's my perception? I assume all of these die are 20, and then you just add whatever it is.
Always, yes.
Okay.
The only
God,
time
so
it's not is
one-
if you're doing like damage or health.
So I don't think I add my proficiency. So I just oh god damn it.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, little buddy.
All right, where are we going? Gameplay. All right.
It's
You're pretty
plus 1, I think. Yeah, there you go. Plus
What's
1.
perception from? Is it from wisdom?
Mm-hmm. Perception.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I rolled a 14.
Nice. Yeah. You don't see anything, but you feel like this is like this is a low valley area. This is like the farthest end of the Desserin Valley, so you can pretty much see anything that comes up on you from a few miles away. You see the rolling Sword Mountain hills, where there's presumably some giants nestled at some point in there.
Okay.
Thane is satisfied. He's like longing for the mountains, but he's gonna run back and jump the carriage or on the horse, whatever.
You've probably got
And
the
then-
time to go to the mountains and get back while they're traveling. No, I'm actually maybe, but anyway. So
Sorry, I just lost
So-
power, so like I was out for a few minutes. I don't even know if you guys noticed.
oh,
You
God.
lost. Yeah, I saw you bop.
It's like
I don't get alerts.
It's like a
so I didn't
thunderstorm.
notice. I'm sorry. I would have
Yeah.
stopped. Nothing happened.
no, it's,
Thane did some cool shit. Did some scout shit. It's about
Yeah.
it's about 4 in the morning now. You guys just rested, so you could keep traveling more. But you've done about 12 hours of travel so far to get to where you
Okay.
are.
So I think what I'm gonna do with my extra time is go gather some food for the party.
My God.
Um,
All right.
It's nice.
So you can you can get enough food for the party for the day. Knowing that.
Yeah, because I know I think I got like 4 or 5 rations out of the
You
out of
don't
one of the
need to
horses.
use them though.
Yeah, but I got 4 or 5 out of the horses, and I'm going to assume that that's on. Yeah, realistically, that's 4 or 5 rations that are perishable. Then, so I'll take 1 off, like to, to like
That's
add
fair.
add some meat to whatever he finds.
Seems
Because I think I should use 1, per day of those at least, because they're hunks of raw meat, which is disgusting to keep around.
poorly butchered horse meat. Put that on your character sheet.
Yeah.
The game already knows what it weighs.
Mhm.
You're not the first ones to lose a horse and eat it. Trust me, guys. This is a tale as old as fucking Dungeons and Dragons.
It's Taylor Gygax.
You know, Gary Gygax's character was a horse, and they were constantly just killing him to eat him. It was a
Is that
very,
guy's
it was very
name
cutthroat.
Gygax?
What?
Is that guy's name actually Gygax? Like that's what he
Gary
was born in?
Gygax, yeah.
Wow, he was born to be a
Yeah, I know.
fucking nerd. Hi guys, I'm Gary Gygax.
Yes,
Like,
you can have summoned steed. Yeah, what's your steed look like? Oh, well, what's your steed look like?
See.
You're ruining
Yeah,
Dungeons and Dragons.
Me?
I'm just kidding.
Greg, where do you live?
The internet might have it's still not working on
He
Discord.
lives just outside of Muscat in Oman.
No, I don't know. Like, it's this area. It's kind of like ruralish, and my
Joe Biden
fucking like
just offered up $1 billion for internet for people like you.
it's because it's a thunderstorm outside, and I don't know. It just made like all the everything in the house go off.
Well,
And
yeah,
now
but
it's not coming back.
I'm
My
looking at-
Wi-Fi is not coming back.
Which state? Give me a state.
New York.
Oh, okay.
He's in New York
Oh,
City.
I know exactly where you are then. Okay,
Yeah, New York
cool.
City.
Steve's like, I'm actually standing outside your house right now.
It's like I did cut the right line. All right, so do you guys stop and rest at like after 12 hours? You want to continue? I mean, you did just rest, but 12 hours. You know, you could probably travel for a few more hours if you wanted to.
Yeah, let's go down, file, rest, and then
Okay,
let's keep
so
going.
you continue until 8 in the morning. That's 16 hours of travel in the day.
That is intense. We are
I
cooking.
was trying to ask you guys before. Can I have used summon Steve?
Yes, I said yes, but you weren't here when I said it.
Oh, his internet's real
He's
bad.
cutting
His
out.
internet is like Nathan bad.
Yeah.
So he's either near Poughkeepsie or northeast of Aniana. I don't know.
Probably Poughkeepsie. He sounds like a Poughkeepsie dumbass.
So, you're gonna rest at 8 a.m. I guess for what? You guys have a weird sleep schedule now.
Yeah. Well, what we could do is, we could do shifts, right? Well, I mean, yeah, we could rest. Otherwise, we're all gonna be all fucked up.
Yeah.
Well,
And the
So-
host will die of exhaustion.
yeah.
Thane can stand watch, but I don't know what the consequences are. So,
Well, I was thinking what we could at least do is we could have like Varys and Thane and Grint could get all snoodled up in the wagon, and the elves can take like a 4-hour trance, and then we can start moving again, and they can continue sleeping in the wagon.
Yeah, it makes
Yeah,
sense.
that works. So you,
yeah,
okay.
Though, don't the hosts need to rest?
Oh, do the horses need to have a full 8 rest?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
I
fair.
guess they do.
Then we'll take a full 8. We'll take a good 8.
We'll
a
take
good
the full 8. All right.
Yeah.
So,
But we're taking another long rest.
yeah, you did a
Sweet.
full day of fucking travel, buddy boy.
I mean, yeah, we went a long way over hill and over dale,
Hill and Dale. Yep.
and we're about to hit the dusty trail.
Yep.
Excellent.
All right. So about 4 p.m. Everybody is rested. The horses are rearing to go,
Okay.
and you
I
guys
don't like it running through the night. This is dodgy.
resume your way to Amphale, and you get there just about 6 p.m.
Okay.
So
Um,
Amphale is dominated. Let's see, do I have a map of Amphale? Nope, it's the one I don't have a map of. Cool.
Jesus, you're so
I'm so fucking bad at this.
no.
Oh God. How do I kill myself? Okay, so Amphale is dominated by a large racetrack and stables situated at the center of town. There's large fields of grain and tracts of grazing land for horses all around the outskirts of the town. And the long road passes directly through the town.
So, question.
Sure.
That's Greg again.
We're approaching the town, correct?
Uh-huh.
So, do we see anybody along the road? Like, people. Like, are there any farmers? Anybody around at all?
Oh yeah. On your way in, there is. I mean, so the town itself is like 500 people, and then there's another 300 in the surrounding areas. So on your way in, you're definitely seeing people out in the field occasionally.
But to be clear, right? You're saying people, but you mean humans, right? So not really people.
What I mean is, are there intelligent beings around? That,
yeah, definitely.
All right.
I
Do we know?
Most of them are humans. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them are humans. I assume so, considering the the inhabitants of Golden Fields. Oh God. What a lovely thing that was.
Wow.
So Thane's gonna like. I mean, are the people that we're seeing, are they within like shouting distance?
They're I mean, if you tried to, yeah, they're a bit. It's a bit offset from the road. They don't want it to make it easy for people to, they don't want to invite people to steal crops.
Okay.
And the ones that have that have like horses are like even more offset.
All right. So if there is an intelligent being within speaking range, Thane is going to inquire as to whether or not anyone knows whether or not anyone raises pigs around here.
All right, so you shout down a local one of the nearby farmers who kind of annoyed comes over looking annoyed, and he says, "What do you want, stranger?"
Thane's going to be like, "Kind sir, I merely want to inquire as to whether or not you know of anyone who raises pigs in this area."
He spits on the ground and says, "This here is horse country. You want pigs, you go to Tribor."
It's actually called Tribor for a reason.
Thane will thank him for his kindness and move back to the party.
And he goes back to his little fields. All right. Yeah. So you guys just pass through the town.
Well, yes. I think I'd like to briefly stop at like the inn or the town hall or wherever someone might legitimately have information.
Yeah.
Is there a town hall?
Not really. No, there's this is owned by Donzer Ilzimer, the guy that you met, one of the guys that you met at the inauguration. So he's probably still back there, or maybe he's just now arriving. But he has an estate house that is slightly to the back of the massive racetrack and stables combo.
What did you say his name was? Gonzor Ilzimer?
Or actually, I guess it's Donner.
What?
I thought there was a
Donner Ilzimer?
That's much easier to pronounce. Donner.
Okay.
Downer.
So Vera is going to briefly dip into the inn, and she's going to go up to the innkeeper.
He's not a farmer. He's one of the members of the Lord's Alliance.
Yeah, and she's going to tell the innkeeper that she's going to say, I am Vera Ilsenane of Nightstone, and your lord, Donner Ilzimer, told me that you, fine sir, would know whether or not anyone anyone in the vicinity can tell me about the giants of the mountains. Innkeeper, giants.
So it's a woman. No, she just seems taken aback, and she says, "Okay, but say it all over again now." Giants?
Yeah, you're a lord.
Lord
Ilzimer.
Ilzimer?
Your Lord Ilzimer, who I met this past week in Waterdeep, told me that your town has had some experience with the giants of the mountains. And I was wondering if anyone could tell me their mannerisms and their moods and what might incite them to come down to the low country.
no giants here. Don't know why he said that.
Who in town would know of the giants?
The giants are up in the hills, but there's they don't usually come down here. Too many of us. They do steal some of the horses sometimes, but they don't usually do that much. We usually get them before they can do that.
Yes, but who has had interactions with them?
All due respect, Lady
Ilsunine.
You don't really interact with hill giants.
Look, they are giants. They like to destroy things. I think that's simply enough.
No, I'm not saying people who had a chat with them. Good miss. I'm asking who has tried to drive them off, or who has fought.
The militia drives them off whenever they come around, but usually all that happens is they steal a horse or a goat, and that's all they get. They don't come around that often. They prefer easy pickings.
The militia. And where would I find the captain of the militia? About. What is his name?
Briathor.
Okay. And you don't know where Briathor is?
Well, he's about. If he was in one place all the time, he wouldn't be a very good guardsman.
Vera's going to thank her for her time.
Sheriff's building.
Vera's going to thank her for her time, and then go out of the inn, back to the group, and she's going to say, "This town is not worth our time." And then remount.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of Amphale, man.
These people are stupid. I'm out of here.
Humans,
hey man,
right?
If you wanted racehorses, you'd be really happy.
They ain't got no fucking wars. Let's get out of here.
I want an ounce of information. I'd also like a couple of minutes of break so I can pee and grab another beer.
All right.
So, hey, it's not my fault you took your piss break 2 minutes into the game.
I might grab a beer, actually.
What the
That'd be
fuck
cool.
is wrong with these people?
Well, I would grab a beer in game too, but I can't. It's been taken from me.
Ein sehr guter Plan, mein Freund, yeah.
What day is it now, by the way? What time is it? In Amphale.
Presumably,
At 6 p.m. I'll be right back too.
I guess we traveled for like a day, right? Okay, so this time I'm not doing fake news by giving you an anti-human quote. That was said.
I mean,
So out of our locations we've gone so far, I get the vibe that Thane was a bit more of a fan of Golden Fields than he is of the retards over in Amphale.
Oh, Thane was a big fan of Golden Fields. Amphale, I think, is probably similar. It seems like farmland.
Yeah, but they have horses, not pigs.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I mean, Thane's probably been here. No, I mean, Thane has been here in the past. So it's like, he knows the area.
These guys are worthless.
If you're going between like the north and the south, you either got to go through this way or the other way. Basically, if you're taking the roads. So yeah, most people that have traveled have probably been through Amphale at one point in time. You know, because either you got to go down through here or down through there.
Thane is primarily about the mountains, so
yeah.
You guys trying to change my route while I'm going pee?
let's get going.
We bang Barra while Kilo's peeing. You can't say no.
Don't be gross.
Rude.
That's
Only Bandar does that.
that's right. Schwachsinn.
You know, it's still unclear to me whether or not something did or did not happen
Poison.
between Barra and Bandar.
It will
Okay.
remain unclear. It is an enigma. You will be forever unsure.
Well, we're bringing him back so we can ask him. That's the only reason we're bringing him back.
Well, if he has any sense, he'll just shrug and then walk away.
Yeah, so I was literally about to say it before my internet, my whole house died for a second because of all the thunder outside. But I want to say that I summoned, because I changed out my spells when we took that rest. I wanted to summon a steed for myself.
Okay.
I wanted a warhorse.
Okay.
I get to choose if it's Fey, Celestial, or Fiend, so clearly it's going to be Fiend.
Bang, your mic is doing doubles.
Yeah, I kind of heard it on your end. Let me see if... Is that better?
Well, no, it's coming from Thane.
Okay, cool. It has an intelligence of 6, and it gains the ability to understand one language of my choice that I speak. And I'm going to make my steed speak Elvish.
Oh god.
That horse speaks Elvish.
Well, it understands it. I don't think it can physically speak it.
Look at my horse. My horse is
And it communicates telepathically, and it can be a mount. I have a bond with it, and it's a fiend, and I can cast any spell that targets only you, also target my steed.
All right, so
So
well done.
So you just like have a horse for good now, or do you have to like keep concentration?
He has to summon it.
Yeah, but like, does he just like have it for good after having summoned it, or?
when it drops to 0 hit points, it disappears.
So yeah.
Oh, cool. But then you can summon it again, right? Like this is a spell you have then.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's cool.
All right, so you can get halfway to Red Larch with in half a day, which puts you at about 6 in the morning on the 4th.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
You want to stop, or do you
So
want to
it's-
continue for another half a day?
Is Thane still out ahead scouting? He should
Yes.
be.
Yeah, you've passed a couple travelers. This is the long road though, so there's not nearly as much traffic as on the high road, and it's a big road. So
Well, he's also not going to be able to like he's not going to be like staying out ahead of us though, because we'll be the same speed now.
oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, you guys are the same speed now.
Like I guess he could just be ahead of us, but it's not really then like a
yeah, that is true. Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
pointing
you are
up.
going at the same speed now. You're on the road, so yeah, that is a good point. Good point.
Yeah.
But yeah, you pass a couple travelers. They're friendly, but nothing exciting really happens on the way there. You want to travel another half of the way?
Yeah. What time is it?
6 a.m. when you get half of the way there.
Oh, for sure we're traveling. I mean,
Yeah. Let's continue on.
Okay, so you're a couple hours outside of Red Larch. It's noon. You've been traveling for 16 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You want to push
No,
through?
we need to rest. I
I
think.
mean, we could, but I mean, we're probably tired if we've been
You're very
traveling for
tired.
6.
Yeah.
Vera is going to make the suggestion that we push today so that we can sleep at night and no longer be traveling through the dark and risking laming our horses and walking into an ambush.
Yeah.
I'm not happy with the traveling through the night plan that we've been doing.
Yeah, so I
We
think
can do that. Fine.
yeah, we just like chill for the night in Red Larch and then move on.
Yeah, either that or we push like hard until nightfall and stop somewhere on the road. But I don't like us stopping in the middle of the day and then like waiting until nightfall to go again. That seems stupid.
So how much further do we have to go to Red Larch? Okay.
It is 2 hours away, basically.
Yeah. Well, I think
What time is it?
It's 12 in the morning. 12 noon. It's noon.
yeah, I'd say we get there, get ourselves a hot lunch. Hot lunch.
Hot lunch.
When you say hot lunch, I twitch in annoyance.
Hot lunch.
I used to like hot lunches.
Yeah. And then after we go get some hot lunch from Hot Lunch Pam, we then could like go for a few more hours and then like I know it'll make us exhausted, but I think it's worthwhile to make it so we can rest at night rather than pushing through the night.
I disagree wholeheartedly. I do not want to strike out like not well rested. I don't think that we should make camp somewhere in the middle of nowhere, considering the like the infamy of the group. Thane not included.
Naturally.
We're
Let's
more
go-
famous than infamous. We've gotten we've taken the in off of Fummy. So now we're just Fummy.
Yeah.
We were infamous. Now we're famous.
Yeah. Now you're
Yeah.
just fam.
Yeah, but I think we sleep, and then we push. I mean, I guess we could, keep going and do the thing, but then it's on Vera's head.
Let's go to the village so let's then keep going.
Because what we could do is we could also, with regards to so what's the situation with our resting car? Like, should we sleep now? Like, are we now at the end of our travel day? Is that what you're saying?
If you go 24 hours without resting, you get a level of exhaustion.
Yeah. So are we at that? Are we at
You've
that point?
gone 16. So.
Well, maybe we take a short rest and then move.
All right.
Gotta take a short rest. Might as well take a long rest, mate.
Grint and Thane can also sleep in the wagon if they want.
Little fucking babies that they are.
So we could also do that. Like Grint and Thane and Varys could start sleeping while the rest of us keep pushing.
I don't sleep.
Or you can stare at the walls, Ace. And then, like the elves can also switch off because we only need 4. So like Tiavos and the Haon Tiavos and Harmondel could trance, and then the Haon and me could trance. Although I think I'd like to trance with Tiavos, if you know what I mean.
So do you want to trance here?
Mhm.
No, what I mean is we can keep moving though.
Okay.
I'd like to keep moving until nightfall, and then sleep, and then we take a long rest at nightfall.
Okay.
And
So
then
you
that'll-
could travel for another 6 hours till nightfallish.
Yeah,
Okay, go.
Okay. So
yeah,
you
we can
pass-
travel another 6 hours anyway.
So you pass through. Oops.
If everyone's good with that.
I'm fine.
Yeah,
He's fine.
and then that gets us a little bit of extra travel in anyway, and then we won't be traveling through the night anymore because that seems irresponsible to me. I'd rather be slightly exhausted
Maybe
today.
your headlights are out. So.
Yeah, our headlights are totally out until I take my shirt off.
Wah, wah, wah. Okay, so you get out here.
Nice. And now we go to sleep.
Now you go to sleep. It's about 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect. Where you
Hmm.
gotta let's give me a survival check to find a nice, safe place to sleep.
I think Thane should look the place because you got good survival, right?
Yeah, I've got decent. Hold on just a second.
Actually,
So my survival is +5.
dang. I was hoping that Grint had a good stat on that. We could have Grint look for our resting place.
The pig doesn't have stats for that.
Nah, Grint doesn't have good stats on basically anything.
He's a combat boar, not a truffle boar.
Yeah. He's got like no religion either. I'm concerned about Grint's religion.
Nice. You find a secluded, a small cave in the side of the hills here. And it's very perfect for setting up. There's a little barrier of trees that you can park the carriage at and the
cool.
horses.
But Vera will tell everyone that because it was her idea to push on through, she'll take first watch while they get some rest.
How noble.
Thane will object.
Why?
Because he's a dick.
Thane insists on taking first watch, and
But Vera will remind Thane that he needs a good solid 8, whereas she only needs 4, so she can watch for 4 hours and then be relieved by Harmonil or one of the other brothers, Finderwell.
You're basically if you take first watch, you're adding an extra 4 hours to the time.
Yes.
Well, he could theoretically take a first watch of 2 hours,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
take
that's
his
true.
6th.
Yeah.
And because he only needs 6 hours and an 8-hour rest of actual sleep.
you have to understand that Thane is a very stubborn dwarf.
Listen, we get that.
God damn it, Thane! This is never how we've done it.
Vera's going to like shrug, go lay down.
All right, very nice.
No.
I'm setting up my spells right now. I've got Bless, Shield of Faith, Aid, Prayer of Healing, and Warding Bond right now. I'm trying to think of anything else.
So you laid your hands on me, and now you want to give me aids?
I've already given you aids before.
Yeah.
I'm just swapping out the Fine Steed right now because I don't need it until I lose the steed again. So,
Wait, can you swap your things whenever you want?
No, it's every rest. You get to you have to prepare spells. You have a whole shit ton of list of them, but you have to have every time you do a long rest, you have to choose which ones you have.
You can
Oh,
you can pick the same ones, but you're basically allowed to pick new ones every long rest.
Oh my god, I'm gonna stick to not having spells and just crossbows instead.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe tossing one of the smites on there, maybe Wrathful or Thunderous Smite, just because I could double smite on one hit then, theoretically.
So
That
all of the sleeping and whatnot is finished by 2 in the morning. Everybody is together. The horses have been fed and watered and glued, and you guys have had brekkie and all that, and you're ready to travel back on the road.
When is it gonna start getting light out though? Well, like 4, 5?
5 or 6 maybe.
But Vera's gonna suggest that we take our time, maybe make ourselves a nice breakfast and just kind of like ease into the day. So, i.e., not start anything strenuous yet, so that we kind of like get on the road when it's starting to get light, or at least not more than like an hour before sun up. I don't want to be going at night anymore.
I would say probably around 6:30.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we're in September, and I'd say we're probably at like a moderate northern latitude.
Yeah, so let's get going at 6. Then we have like just a little bit, then we're like starting with the gloaming, basically. I'm okay with that.
All right. Golden hour.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys have a lovely breakfast. I assume you eat some of the berries and stuff that Thane finds, but also some of the horse meat.
Yeah, I'm gonna take another
before it goes rancid.
Yeah, one more horse off. Yeah.
All right, and then you continue on the road as soon as the sun starts rising.
Yeah. And we're gonna like start our strenuous activity now. Then, right? So like we're basically resting until 6. Then, as it were.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. Let's do it then.
Cool.
Now, race to Westbridge.
The road is uneventful. Off to the right,
Good.
you can see. Let me pull up the picture of it.
So it's the 5th now, correct? Morning.
The stone bridge to which you are west of.
Can we see that? Isn't that like 30 miles away? 40 miles away?
It is a massive, like 3.2 kilometer, 400 feet high, granite bridge extending from one side of the river to the other. So you
Okay,
can
that's really cool and all, but it is still 40 miles away.
I guess maybe you can't see it then. That is pretty far away, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty far. I guess you can't see it. The elves can see it, and they're like, that's really cool.
Jalos, what's your elf I see?
Alaric can see it.
Alaric can see.
All right.
Dave's gonna go masturbate in the corner.
Oh my god.
Ugh. Gross. Why would you do that?
You can use the elf hair pillows in the carriage.
The beauty of the stonework is
Yeah, it's pretty yeah. It's cheating though because it is magically made. So, But yeah, so about midnight then will have been 16 hours of travel.
Alrighty.
And you're just a little bit outside of Westbridge. and stop for the night, or do you want to keep pushing into Westbridge?
Yeah. We keep on pushing, bruh.
All right.
Yeah, I think it makes sense to get into Westbridge, and then we can rest there for the night,
All right.
like within the confines of a walled city or town, or with peoples around.
Yeah.
We're rushing to Tribor so that we can get Grint some pussy.
Yep. All right. So you arrive in Westbridge around 4 in the morning. You've been traveling for about 20 hours straight. You're fucking exhausted almost.
I can't get exhausted.
Well, yeah, that's why I said almost. So it's just so Westbridge is a pretty small farming village. It's got about 300 people living there. It's mostly, size-wise, a market and some warehouses, but there is a tavern and some shops. The only wall is just a small wooden palisade around the main buildings. You can see that there's some farms off in the distance around the town, but not much else.
So Vera is going to suggest to everyone that we stop, just on the edge of town, and that everyone can start getting some rest with Grint, Thane, and Varys in the carriage, and she'll take first watch, and then after 4 hours she'll wake up the elves who can start us on our way. She rests, her 4 with Varys and Grint and Thane in the carriage.
No, Grint sleeps outside, bro.
Yeah, but if he's sleeping outside, we're gonna leave him though, because we're gonna leave after 4 hours.
He's fine.
The horses need to rest as well.
Yeah, horses need to rest.
Horses need to rest. Okay. Damn, I keep trying to maximize this, and I can't do it.
Yeah, you gotta think about the horses. Gotta get elvish horses.
Are there any elvish horses?
You could get undead horses.
Yeah, that seems weird.
Does Greg's horse need to rest?
Yeah, okay, fine.
Greg,
fine.
I think if we got, no, because then, if all of you traveled in the carriage, and you could cast Find Steed twice.
Ah, well, the other horse has to walk though, because we still have horses with us.
I don't think I can have more than one steed.
You can't
at once.
So,
no.
Is it okay if we roll back the tape a minute then, and then we actually just stop at midnight, so we're not pushing and then again fucking up our schedule?
Sure.
Otherwise, we'll again be then going through the night.
Okay, so you stop at midnight, and you sleep for the full 8.
Mm-hmm. Well, elves taking turns.
Give me a survival check to find somewhere nice and cozy to sleep.
Thane, you want to look again?
Yep.
You're our looker.
The resident
All right.
lookist.
He's a looker. This one.
1d20 plus
5.
12.
Good. Yeah,
No, it's not.
You find just you don't find much. You find something that's sort of like a divot in the ground that shelters you from sight, but it's not great.
Shut up on this down.
You all you rest.
Vera's gonna pull out the second to last horse haunt.
So Thane's gonna pull out his bagpipes, sit at the ridge of the ditch, and play until morning's light.
But you need.
But people need to sleep. You need to sleep.
Okay, then he's gonna walk 500 meters to the north. It's gonna take him about, it's gonna take him an hour maybe.
Yeah.
He's gonna sit there, and he's gonna play the bagpipes.
Let me get a performance.
I like that you think 500 meters is going to make us the bagpipes won't keep us up all night.
Well, I also like how he's so short, it's going to take him an hour to get there and back.
I mean, it's true.
Oh god, my performance is -1. That's bad.
But he is proficient in the bagpipe, so he does get a +4
So
to his performance with them. So it's a +3, yeah.
That's 21.
It's pretty nice.
That's pretty good. Yeah, it's a pretty rousing tune. Unfortunately, it is loud, and people are kept awake by it until you can.
But
Come on, dude. Come on. I walked a long ass way.
Yeah, that's you know what? That is probably far enough. That's like a quarter of a mile, half a mile.
but
Yeah.
Half a kilometer, say it properly.
can we like catch like a whiff of the tune in our sleep and awake inspired?
No, but
Varys enjoys the
Thane is
performance.
inspired.
Okay. He's inspired by his own abilities.
You know what? I don't need to sleep, so can I have gone there and listened as his audience?
Yes, but you don't get inspiration.
I'm fine with that. I just want him to have an audience.
Okay. All right. So about 8 a.m., everybody arises, and you all, I guess, just passed through Westbridge.
Yeah.
And let's see, how far is it from here? You can make it to here. Make it to the edge of the lake. In 16 hours. Oh yeah.
So it's the 6th now.
Yes. Well, so yes, about. No, it's
I've been
midnight.
keeping
It's
track.
midnight. It's about to be the 7th, so we'll just call it the 7th. It's 12:01 on the 7th.
So on the 6th, we pass through Westbridge and we get halfway between Westbridge and.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Looks like a slightly dodgy place on the road.
This looks like an extremely dodgy place.
Yeah.
This is the.
Why is there a dick in the road?
Hills on either side, and the road goes straight through a marsh.
Yeah.
Wait, so
Well,
what time is it right now?
It's like 1 minute after midnight.
We're completely fucked, man. We're completely fucked here.
It will be fine. Fuck it.
Yeah. When we stop, though, like seeing the hills rising to either side, Varys going to suggest that we kind of like set up the wagon as sort of like a break point and like basically set it up to one side of the road, and then we kind of make ourselves a little bit of an encampment against it, so that we only have one flank basically.
Yeah, but to which side, east or west?
I think the wagon will go on the west side, and we'll look east, and one of us will sit in the wagon to rest and look out west.
Oh man, we're so fucked. We shouldn't have come here.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Wah.
It's fine, you cowardly dwarf.
All right, so.
He rolls a 6.
Oh.
He rolled a 6.
Who rolled a 6? Gotta roll your survival.
You.
Roll
I haven't even been
survival.
rolling survival, just because I know I'm not going to roll better than anyone else, so I just don't do it.
Well,
And
that's
how many has a -1?
Thane's been rolling it.
All right.
I guess I'll roll. I got a 7. See.
Not, but kind of, yeah, the bulls do.
I think Vera's feeling curious here, and she's gonna have a look too. Because
Steve, are you gonna roll survival?
yeah,
I thought we were rolling investigation.
17.
I kind of want to investigate instead of.
What do you want to investigate?
I kind of want to like investigate. So you got this hex overlay now. So like the top 2 hexes as to where we are right now.
Mm.
I want to kind of like examine the perimeter.
Yeah.
And see if there are any like essentially like signs of a prepared attack. I'm not sure how to.
Okay.
Like, are there any-
ambush?
Really concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me some investigation.
I think he's mainly wondering whether the hills have eyes, or
Yeah, well,
are,
I think it's more the marsh, right?
or whether they are.
Oh, I
or
think
they
he's talking about the
are
marsh.
the sound of music.
Talking
It's
about
like
the
that's the
marsh.
question.
Talking about the marsh.
Or are they alive with sound of music?
Your joke is falling short because he's not talking about the hills. He's talking about the marsh.
Yeah,
You bitch.
that's
You
falling
dumb
short.
bitch. You stupid dumb
Interrupt
bitch.
me before I can get to the punchline, you
Okay.
ass.
All right.
God, I hope you never go to comedy shows. You'd be so.
I don't like this. I don't like this. We are at a choke point, and I don't like it.
Give me some investigations.
So fortunately for me, that's a +6.
Yeah.
It's gonna roll really well. And Car's gonna be like, "Yeah, nothing's there. Calm down."
So in the
Sorry, I rolled the wrong thing, but it's fine.
bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the swamp ahead has got it's been kind of cleared in the center for the paved road to go through. There's nothing sketchy looking visible there that you can see, but who's to say? It's not really a great spot to set up. It's kind of like lower than the rest of the area. It's a good place to ambush somebody.
I'm just
not
imagining
necessarily to set up the ambush itself.
You ambush us there, then. I mean,
Yeah.
So can I? So let the rest of the party like sleep, and I'm gonna go like track some shit.
All right. So in the meantime, though, Vera has found a perfect spot to set up her little wagon barricade thing, and has arrayed it such that they're mostly blocked from view from the road.
So I'm just imagining that like Thane went and like looked out the road, didn't see anything, but then gave like this, like "I'm watching you" sign to the road.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So out of curiosity, last night Thane played bagpipes at night, and now he's gonna go watch. Is he then like utterly exhausted at this point and can't do anything?
Well, he played bagpipes for a little while, and then he went back. He can.
But he didn't. Yeah. He didn't get
his
rest.
long rest is 6 hours, and then 2 hours of sleep, and then 2 hours of like activity.
Like light activity.
Yeah, but walking an hour away from us, and then walking that hour back. Okay.
Well, it was an hour in the direction of travel, so like the point is that
it's fine. It's fine. So
okay.
You all wake up at 8:01 a.m. Cock-a-doodle-de-doodle-de-doo, you hear in the distance.
Let's roll. I'm trying to get through this pass without dying.
Yep. So you get through this pass without dying. You roll down through the. They have to patrol this at some point because the road through the swamp is pretty well maintained. So people are coming through here. At least somewhat vested interest in maintaining the road. At least enough to maintain a road through the swamp. So but you make it to Tribor around 6 p.m. on the 7th.
So, guys, if there are not pigs here, then I'm going to be very unhappy.
See, when you say things like that, I'll be very unhappy. It makes me wonder how much of this is for you and how much of it is for Grint.
Yeah, I think he wants to watch. To be quite honest with you,
that's all about it. That's that. Yeah, I mean, you gotta watch the studying to make sure they do it right.
I'm gonna get down on the pig's level, on Grint's level. I'm gonna get on one knee and be like, "Are you as invested in this animal pussy as Thane is?"
You should speak to him in Elvish so Thane can't understand.
He's going to respond. He's going to respond with, "Well, that depends on what you mean by invested."
Jesus Christ.
Tribor, you can even fucking call it that.
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 of them.
Yeah, there is 3 of them. There's 3 boars. So the part of it's a pretty spread out, but the center of town is essentially a massive marketplace. It's about 3,000 people live there, so it's pretty poppin' for a village of this size. The market is very, very active. This is like one of the major crossroads in the Sword Coast, so it's very profitable. They pretend to call themselves the Gateway to the North, but that's really what Neverwinter's called. So nobody but them takes it seriously, you know.
we're the gateway to the north. And we're like,
No, that's not no. No. There's a bunch of they also do a bunch of stuff with horses, but they're not nearly on the level of Amphail, and most of their
When
stuff
you
is
say
dedicated
they
to
also-
pigs and cows.
They also do a bunch of stuff with horses.
I said what I said.
Okay.
I said what I said.
They're
But
more
most of the
in-
stuff that they
pigs and
do
cows.
is like harnesses and like horse accoutrement. You know.
Okay. So bondage.
Amphail sells propane. These guys sell propane accessories.
Okay.
Shut up.
Let's get on with it.
Being a little bitch today. Little bitch. I love you.
Yeah. So what's going to happen is that as we're approaching the town, Thane is going to inquire, like, as to the nearest, whatever this settlement that's like right to the right as we come in along the long road. Presumably there will be a farmer, or someone there,
Sure.
right? Thane's going to inquire as to where the nearest, swine farmer is. Do I need to roll something for that?
No, he just gestures vaguely towards the north, and he says that they do most of the pig harvesting up there. They try to keep the animals separated.
Okay.
The humans are down here. The pigs are up there.
The north or like the northeast, because the northeast is very close.
So the town. So if you look at the map,
There's clearly a hill
this is
right
like
there.
the center of town.
Yeah.
But then if you look down here, there's like a bunch more that it's actually occupying. You got these various ranches, and the ranches are where the livestock's going to be
Yeah.
for the most part. Like these enclosements here are for like the selling of it, but they're not raising them there.
So if we're still in the neighborhood of this guy, then I'm just going to ask him, like, where is the nearest pig farm?
He says the Tolben Ranch is the nearest pig farm.
I can't see that.
He says if you mean by distance. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Closest to the heart of the
along
city?
north
To the emotional
Yeah.
center?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we just go through the town. If you guys want to do anything, you can do some stuff. But I'm trying to
No, that's
get.
fine.
I'm gonna
Right,
fucking
so-
stud a goddamned. I imagine Thane's gotten a certain swagger to him now that he's in his home environ.
Very.
Of boar
if
fucking.
like- Yeah, Vera's gonna give him like an absent-minded like wave, like you do what you're gonna do, and then she's gonna hang out in town and get some food.
Alright, so there is a couple restaurants. And there's a couple inns.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, Thane, though, goes up to Tolben Ranch, which is
Yeah.
owned by a big fat halfling, Toby Tolben.
But while Vera's getting food, she's gonna also inquire as to whether anyone knows like how the road is going west. If there's anything we should know about the road.
Who you're just gonna inquire at the restaurant?
Yeah, basically, it's like so. How are the roads west? Like
Okay,
any
so which
We're going north. Though.
there's a high price restaurant. There's a bar that also sells food. There's inns, and then there's just like a restaurant that's like okay.
probably go to the inn because that's probably where people actually get news.
Okay. So there's an expensive inn. There's one that's got a sign of a frog on it. And there's one with like way too many windows on it.
Frog.
Frog. Okay. Cool.
This is a weird.
It seems abandoned.
What? It's abandoned?
Well, it's like closed down, yeah.
You ass.
Yeah.
then you pick.
You can. I'm just giving you your choices. You chose to go to that one.
Not the one with too many windows. That seems
Okay.
suspicious.
So there's two more there's just a tidy, unassuming inn, and there's the one that's the most luxurious and most expensive establishment in Tribor, catering to watered avian nobility, and refused to take in anyone who didn't have similar affluence and influence.
Seriously. It's so difficult to get a snack and some news.
So you go to the North Shield House then, and since I assume you don't want to go to the fancy one.
No.
Okay.
They don't know shit.
They don't know fucking dick shit.
We have a pig, so I don't think we can really go to the fancy one.
Well,
He's off doing his own thing. Okay, so the current proprietor is a fat older black woman who's got like a curries on, and like there's a big old crossbow behind her on the wall. And she says, "Howdy, what can I do for you?"
Well, Vera will ask for food and casually ask how the roads are west.
She gives you food. It's 5 silvers. It's pretty good. It's nothing special though. And she says that the Tribor Trail is always kept clear of bandits and whatnot.
And whatnot.
Yeah. There's a bunch of orcs and goblins that tried to set up a little outpost, but they got quickly put down by some unknown and unnamed adventurers.
Good.
Vera's going to ask if the lady knows where these adventurers went because she feels that they might be
into the sands of time.
Oh, okay. Vera thought they might be a nuisance that should be dealt with.
Oh, they're nothing that could trouble you. She asks if you'll need a room as well.
We'll casually tell her that we're going to be continuing as soon as our pig has got its rocks off. So
she seems very confused by this, but she doesn't press the issue.
No worries. We'll be out of here as soon as my pig's had a good lay.
All right. So in the meantime, Thane is going up to the Tolbin Ranch, owned by the fat halfling Toby Tolbin.
Everyone here is fat.
So
yeah, they're well fed. I made up Toby, but I didn't make up the other lady. So
Thane,
it's my fault for making up the one fat person, but the other fat person was made up by Wizards of the Coast.
People are allowed to be fat. It's not offensive.
All right. So what does Thane do?
Thane's going to approach Toby and inquire. He's going to say, Master Tolbin, I've heard that you have some of the finest swine in the area at your farm.
You're looking to buy, you're looking to eat, you're looking to stud.
I'd like to stud it. Like, bring it here.
Thane's going to respond with, I have a friend of mine have a boar with me, and he has let's just say that he is
trying to get that pig laid.
He's been through a lot. He's been through a lot, and I would appreciate it if you would allow me to essentially stud my boar out.
One of my sows. You can arrange that.
What is your price?
Depends on
They are not hookers.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Depends on the sow, friend.
What is your finest sow?
Well, that's Bessie. She's big and she's white.
Tell me a bit about Bessie. Where does she come from? Does she come from a nice home? Is she?
She's one of them Luskin hogs.
Is she doing it as a passion project, or does she need the money?
So tell me about Bessie.
Her coat is as thick as cotton. That'll make a good stud.
Tell me, friend, how much does this Bessie cost?
100 gold for a studding. You come back here in, say 3 months, and I'll have you a whole portfolio of little studlings.
Car, I don't think you know how studding works.
No. Let this be. Caleb, let me handle this interaction.
Okay. please, let me do this.
So, things can be like, he's going to consider it for a second, and then he's going to be like, so how does 50 gold sound?
Oh, heck, not for Bessie.
Tell me about some of your other swine.
Well, there's Layla. She's brown. She's got them watery eyes. She looks at you like a big slide of bacon. She'll jiggle and jiggle and jiggle. She's walking towards you.
Ryan is going to visibly object to the bacon reference, and kind of like...
He sees that and he says, "Oh, but yous ain't here for the eating."
Thane is going to respond, "I will pay you 50 gold right now if you will breed this hog to Bessie."
Oh, nah, Bessie. I need 80.
65.
75.
68.
69.
Agreed. 69 gold.
He takes the leather. He has got a leather gloves on that go like right up to his elbows, or like up to his his armpits, and he pulls the right one off, and he goes to shake your hand.
Thane will shake his hand, look him in the eye, and say 69 gold is agreed.
All right.
Oh,
And
no.
he says take a round back. I'll meet you there. And he gestures towards a stable at the back of the estate. And you take Grint there, and there's a whole array of sows in there. And he takes you to number 6, and inside there's a sow. They have names above each of them. This one says Layla. He takes you in there, and he says, just put them in there, and they'll get together like a couple of rabbits in rabbit season.
Thane's going to hold up his hand and pause and say, "No, I object. I've paid you good gold. I need Grint and
Hey, buddy, you do what you want. I leave. You do.
So I'm going to ask him to show me to Bessie.
Okay. And he takes you to number 12, and that's Bessie. And this one's
Okay,
a big
so-
one. And it's
So I'm going to ask.
wide.
If he can. If he can find a private stall for Bessie.
With some nice soft lighting.
We got an unfinished outbuilding.
All right.
So he
So they take
he puts a collar and leash on Bessie, and the collar barely fits, and you can see that it's already been like extended a couple times.
Yeah.
And he takes her out to the private stall, and then Grint enters the private stall, and there's sounds of lovemaking from inside, and it's
So,
magnificent.
and he's watching both one.
It's magnificent. Oh, he does ask if you want to be inside to watch.
No, I mean, Thane's going to look at.
And I don't say that to be weird, but that's like a real thing that they want to do in horse studying.
That's true.
Thane's going to look at Grint lovingly before he enters the stall
Oh god.
and give him a slight nod. And he's going to back away and let them do their thing.
All right, it's majestic. It's gorgeous. They get done about 7:30 p.m.
How tired is Grint after this?
Oh, he's exhausted. He's covered in froth and sweat, and
He's got exhaustion level 5.
gorges, and my notes say Toby Toblin, Bessie, Boar 69.
Oh god.
There's not enough sound effects.
So,
You know, if he didn't already have inspiration, he would get inspiration.
yeah, I know. I might take it away.
I bet he's got inspiration in his eye. He's going to be cleaning up.
All right, so
Oh, that's
Toby
bad.
and Bessie wave you goodbye as you leave and rejoin your friends.
Excellent.
So,
Bessie,
did you
wait.
enjoy your
Bye.
dog one?
Steven, don't forget to take 69 gold out of your inventory because you don't know how studding works.
Hold on, I gotta let the dog out. I'll be right back.
Who let the dogs out?
Gar,
Who,
gar,
who,
gar,
who,
gar,
who let the dogs out?
gar, 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 gar. Let's get
No, given. Christ.
Oh god.
Oh goodness.
I love it.
So we seriously had now Thane going to a stable and considering it's a brothel. What the fuck?
So we have to swing back here on our way and see if Bessie's impregnated.
Yeah.
No. We that's what I'm saying. Like later we come back. So the gestation period for pigs, I think, is like similar to ours. So
Oh, we're never getting to that.
We're never getting to that.
We're a year into the campaign. This is only like 4 months. 3 months,
Same
3 to
issues
4
with
months.
you have the same issues with the geese too. You know, it's like now you gotta wait for them to fuck, and then you gotta wait for them to lay eggs, and it's like, you know.
We've leveled up 6
3
times.
In 3
Yeah.
days. That is so weird.
We've gone through only about 3 months in our entire campaign. But granted, this is the longest. This traveling is really going to help slow things down or speed them up.
Going. No more big brothels.
Oh, so did you want to do anything else, Vera or Harmono?
No more big brothels.
No, we just wanted to get a little bit of info about the road and then, wait for him to finish his
Balance.
So Grant needs to get inspiration.
Yeah,
He already has
Grant
inspiration.
can have inspiration
Oh.
too.
Cool.
Oh, jeez.
4 notes. Return to Tribor in.
But Brent is also exhausted now, right? So
No.
Dude, Grant is a fucking machine, man.
your certainty about
Bessie
this.
Bessie has a UTI though.
Oh God. No, it's the
Fuck the
7th.
UTI
What day is
into
it? What day is it right now? The 7th, right?
Bessie was just fine. All right, let's get to Neverwinter.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I was so close. I said 3 months. I'm so good at this.
Wait, so that means approximately, based on the calendar of Harptos, because 3 months and 3 weeks from the 7th, it's gonna basically be on New Year's Eve. This baby's gonna be
Oh
giving birth.
my god,
The-
could you imagine anything better?
Hog
Oh, what a
pig.
day, what a world, what a life. All right, let's continue to Neverwinter.
For Hogfather's Eve. Nice.
That's
Yeah.
a book from Terry Pratchett.
How would you feel about us making one of Grant's kids into a Schwafackel?
Some schnitzel. All right, so you continue, I guess, down the road.
Yeah. Up the road, you
Stopping
mean?
for a farm asking for pussy.
Yeah, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. This fucking jackass will fucking snap his legs in half. All right, so you get to the you can get about here in another 12 hours, which is 7 a.m. on the 8th.
Yeah.
Setting up camp, Varys going to look at Thane with an expression that is not entirely determinate. Something between curiosity and uncertainty and a little bit of intrigue at the level of connection between him and his pig. But she's definitely not quite sure about this dwarf anymore. If she ever.
Who wants to roll for camping?
I want to roll for camping.
Okay.
Wait, so it's confusing. You don't say anything to Thane as you make this look towards him?
No,
He says it with a look.
Okay. All right.
All right. So
It-
you find there's like this is a pretty traveled portion of the road. So you just end up finding a place where another group has camped previously, and you end up using that spot. And, you spend a beautiful, beautiful night together in bliss and harmony.
Yeah. It's also not like a look directed at you, Steve. It's more just like a look, towards you. Just kind of like, huh, weird guy.
Really likes that fucking pig.
Yeah.
It's the kind of guy that like you find out later that he's into bestiality, and you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Well, I guess I can put those pieces together in hindsight. You know.
Bear's gonna pull out the last horse haunch and divvy it up to the group. But now we're out of horse. So if anyone wants
to
any more
kill another horse,
we're gonna have to have a sketchy battle again. If anyone wants horse.
Whatever, let's keep going. Fuck that shit.
I'm just gonna ride my my summoned horse.
Can we eat the summoned horse if it gets killed?
No. Disappears.
So another day gets you about right here-ish.
What if it doesn't get killed? Can we carve some meat off of it while it's still alive?
No. If anything, I think if it gets detached, it disappears.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does the dwarf have AIDS now from the sex?
Yeah.
Ah.
And it does. It has H1N1.
The dwarf is developing
that's been a while, man. That's a deep cut.
Yeah.
That is a deep cut.
elves.
AIDS is a pretty deep cut. All right, so you stop for rest between the forest here and the trees. Nope, not the forest and the trees. The forest and the hills.
So what day is it now? It's the 8th?
Yeah, it's the 8th. About 2 p.m. that you stop. It's been traveling for about 16 hours so far.
So can Thane scout ahead, kind of tick into the forest real quick and roll investigation to see if there's any ambushes waiting or something?
Sure.
Much more seriously he takes travel than we ever have.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's funny. We've always been and then we'd walk and then we're there.
We've never really gotten this far before, though. We were pretty much all between the same 3 spots.
It's literally been you've been going between stuff where it's less than a day's travel between.
Yeah, but we've never been very vigilant about it. We've just kind of blithely walked the road like idiots.
Yeah.
I can't believe it added up though. Where if you look at the average, the pig, pregnancies that it added up. Where
this forest, as you were promised, is clear of bandits and whatnot. It seems to be very well taken care of.
Good.
You do know that this forest is famously claimed to be haunted, though. But you don't see any ghosts. I hear a baby.
What?
You know that some adventurers some months past might have fought a bunch of shit over here.
Probably not, though. Realistically, not.
So can Thane, after we rest for the night, can he continue to travel out front?
Yeah. All right, so
Out 500 meters.
okay. Well, first of all, I think, do you guys want to find a place to rest, or you want to keep traveling? It's traveling 16 hours.
Right?
It's 2 p.m. You can maybe get.
Wait, why is it 2 p.m.? What?
You fucked up your sleep schedule again.
How so? That doesn't make sense. How is our schedule messed up?
Well,
Time spent in the towns, and then you try going to your 16-hour traveling straight. It kind of fucks with it.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't travel for 16 hours straight because we would have. We had time.
okay, well, you can travel less than 16 hours if you want.
Well, we can't do that though, right? I mean, we're still doing stuff, even if we're not on the road. We're still doing stuff that requires us to rest. Like we have 16 hours of activity, right?
Yeah.
So we're still going to be stopping at midnight then.
2 p.m.
Why
Well,
2 p.m.?
It's 2 p.m. right now that you've stopped.
But why are we? I'm so
Well, because
confused.
you traveled for 16 hours.
But why?
So because you rested and you left.
Yeah, but we got to Tribor midday, right? And then we had to wait a little bit for Steve to do his pigscapades, and then we finished the day out, right? But we don't travel for 16 hours from Tribor. We travel for whatever the rest of the day is from there.
Okay, so
You know what I mean?
Pee poo poo.
what's 16 hours before 2 p.m.? Like midnight then.
Yeah, I think it should be midnight.
So you left at 8. So you travel for 12 hours then, we'll say, and you stop at 8 p.m.?
But whatever makes sense. Whatever.
Well, I don't know. I'm asking you. Didn't so?
I think we'd stop at midnight, like we've
Okay.
been doing.
Okay, all right. So
Whatever
you
happens
can
up.
get a little bit less further, far. You get a little bit less further, as they say in the northern parts.
They'd be dumb up here.
Yeah. Okay. Who wants to roll for the survival?
I think I
Got
already
it.
did.
I can roll. I got +5.
Uh,
All right, hold on.
Do it.
I think I rolled 12 already.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, you did. No, that was for. Anyway, he
No,
rolls.
that's-
He rolls a 14.
I rolled 14, so
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, Oh yeah. Yeah, you found the little place that had already been used. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then we weren't there because, that's because we shouldn't be that far. So.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, you find one again in a great spot.
Cool
And,
beans.
it's the
We lost him.
he said 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And as
Got it.
promised, the trail is not dangerous. It seems regularly patrolled by both Neverwinter and Tribor, as well as Helmshold. So it's all fairly safe, this little triangle here. And you sleep through the nights with no incidents, except the elf leaving.
So Thane feels like that forest on the right is basically Fangorn.
You can make a history check if you want to see if you know anything about Neverwinter Forest.
I will do it quickly.
Car, it says Neverwinter Wood right there.
Sorry.
Big letters.
That's
You're right.
+2. Okay, +2. We got a 21.
Oh, nice, very nice. Yeah, Neverwinter Wood is a dense, ancient forest. Elves consider it to have pure magic within it. There's a volcano somewhere, right here, Mount Hotnow. Mount Hotnow. Oh, come on, guys. Fucking.
That's Hot enough.
Now.
God. Well, this is.
I mean, I wish Armin was here.
D&D has been ruined for me. Anyway, oh God.
Why specifically?
Should we just stop here? It's just Mount Hotnow. It's the volcano is called Mount Hotnow.
This man.
Oh no!
You know, why would I commit any effort into this when they're not going to? When they're not going to?
I always thought it was Hotenau.
I think it is Hota now, but it's they. I mean, but
I'm just
It's hot
imagining. I'm just imagining the old men who who give the tours on. Now, careful here, kids. This mountain is hot.
it's real hot now.
It's
You step
Mount
over the
Real.
lava flows. All right. So 8 in the morning, everybody is awoken, gets their brekkie on. You're already all out of horse, so you're just, I assume, eating whatever Thane gives you at this point.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
You're at his mercy.
Yeah. What are you getting us, Thane?
Thane's getting, various things, but mostly his
yeah.
sphincter is clenching from
What?
from that shit that he learned earlier. But yeah, I mean, it's mostly like berries and like some dead squirrel that he like roasted earlier. So
Vera is going to give a pointer to Thane and tell him that perhaps when someone asks what they're being fed, don't mention your sphincter clenching.
Yeah.
Doesn't inspire confidence in the chef's abilities.
So
Thane's going to begrudgingly mention that he wishes that we should have come across the Sword Mountains instead of doing what we're doing currently.
pussy. So the next 2 days are eventful, and you arrive at the crossroads here at noon on the 10th.
So how many days do we have to the wedding now?
That baby is up entirely too late. Oh, actually, sorry, it's the 11th.
Hey, why is your daughter still awake?
Yeah, why is that dog still a whup? Still a whup? A whup? Awake? A whup.
Wait, what she's not asleep. She's not asleep. She's not
Why is
awake.
your daughter still awake?
Yeah, I said she's not being kept awake. She just is awake. Like,
Put
You know
that
what?
baby in the baby sleep box.
So are we about to take a rest there, or?
I'll say you've just woken up. Well,
Okay.
actually, no, maybe. Well, it's about you probably left at like 8, like usual, and so you've been traveling for 4 hours when you reach the. What is happening to my mouth when you reach the crossroads?
So we're hit the high road on the 9th, right?
Yep. Well, no, it's at noon. You hit the high road at noon.
On the 9th.
Oh, on the 11th.
Oh, sorry.
You travel for 2 days uneventfully along the
Jeez.
Tribor Trail. Make sure you deduct the ration. Nope, never mind. You don't have to because fucking Thane.
And I'm dead, so I don't eat.
And you're dead, so you don't eat. You don't just shove like dried bread into your mouth.
I thought you were going to say dry twigs.
just a variety of leaves and barks.
Well, just to be safe, I'm gonna as we hit the crossroads, I'm just gonna cast aid on the other 3.
Stop giving us aids.
I'm gonna cast it at a 2nd level, so you gain your hit point maximum and current hit point increases by 5, so you all get +5 to your HP.
Who's y'all?
Everybody.
You 3.
Right. Yeah, but he said you 3. I don't know who you 3 is.
Everybody.
Wait.
Thane is gonna like nod at Vera with appreciation, and kind of like a deep feeling of just gratitude towards the man.
So would you say, Greg? You said that like, we get what? +5?
For the next 8 hours, your hit point maximum is 5 higher.
Okay, so my current hit point, and I have and I also have those hit points, right?
Yeah. So wherever your hit
Yes.
point max is, it's 5 higher.
Okay. Oh, I'm not going to change what it says my max is though, because I will
Just
forget
put
it.
Just put it in 10.
I wouldn't do that.
I'm just going to put my current hit points are now 53.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So continue on.
Hold on. As we travel north, can Thane travel like, a half mile ahead of everybody?
Sure.
Sure.
Give me some perceptions.
Hold Oh, that's +1. That's not good. That's fine.
After Thane like leaves the group and goes a half mile ahead, Vera is going to like
That's an 8.
go over towards Harmonil, like kind of like have the carriage next to his horse, and she's going to speaking in can Harmonil speak Sindarin or sorry Sylvan?
What?
Harmonil?
Can you speak Sylvan?
Hayan can.
The hand can, but can Harmonil?
Yeah, Hayan I think also can.
Okay, yeah, she's gonna speak in Sylvan, so that's like so I think because I think Varys can't understand then, and she's gonna ask like, do you think Thane had sex with the pig? Like, is that what happened back there?
I don't know. He's a fucking dwarf. These guys are savages. I don't care.
It's like he
Fucking
seems like,
degenerates.
he seems like a useful fellow, but something happened back in Triboar, and I'm not sure.
Fucking degenerates.
When they came back from that farm, the boar had something of a glint in his eye, and Thane too. I wonder what happened.
Yeah, that degenerates. That's all.
It behooves you to wonder.
Hmm.
You're behooved
Oh,
to wonder. All right, so you can make it to just outside of. Well, I guess you can. Yeah, because you want to stop at midnight.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
So you can see. Well, maybe just off, maybe in the distance, you can see the top of Helm's Hold, which is a large
20 miles there, dude.
fortress.
He's 20 miles.
Yeah, well, maybe not then. I don't know how distant.
Let him out, you idiot.
Yeah, well, don't be rude.
20 miles is far.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I've never been outside my house before, so. So.
Wait.
It's the 12th. And
Mark, are you trying to write degenerates? Because if you want to call people degenerates, you should at least spell it correctly.
it's you owe it to them to call them the proper.
I mean, it doesn't make your case very well when you spell it so bad.
Degenerates.
Sounds like some kind of American type of karate.
Degenerates. All right. So, yeah. So you stop at midnight, then.
Yes.
And, let me get some survival.
Vera feels comfortable on the high road and is not even going to look, so she's not going to roll survival.
All right. So you guys just pull off to the side.
Well, other people are going to roll. I mean, I'm just saying.
Thane, you gonna roll? Where others fall, or others falter.
Should I even make the attempt?
I mean, if you want to. I mean, I just said I opted out because I feel good.
God, that's not great.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really help.
10's better than 9.
How many gets a 15?
Okay.
Whoa! -1. Harmonil finds a perfect thicket of trees to park the wagon and horses in while you guys rest.
So Thane's really unhappy about this. He's gonna glare at Harmonil for a while.
How does he know?
What's he unhappy about?
I think that he failed to find a spot and then Harmonil did.
Yeah.
Elves are better.
So
Get
a
wrecked.
bit of usurpation has happened here.
I'm the ranger, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
So the night is again uneventful. You'd probably expect to have somebody pass you by in the night, but the road is unexpectedly quiet. And you wake up about 8:01 in the morning, just like always.
8:01.
8:01 on the dot.
Mhm.
Doodle-do-doodle-do-do. You hear in the
I like to think that at 8:01 we just hear this.
Yeah. Grint is very regular.
Just starts screeching at us.
So,
Grint is very
nice little breakfast. Continue down the road, I guess, towards Neverwinter.
Yes.
Yeah. Do we notice anything like when we get to the little spur for Helm's Hold?
Well, you do see the beautiful city, fortress city of Helmshold. Let me just put some pictures here for you cunts.
Mhm.
It's basically a massive, I mean, you guessed it, fortress temple city to Helm. It's only got about 700 people living there, but
Yeah, we don't need to go
they're
in.
basically all like militant soldiers.
Has
I
it
mean-
been? Has it been repaired? You know, from when that happened.
Ha 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 ha. Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yes.
So that's
Let's
the
keep
12th
going.
now. We're at passing Helm's
Well,
Hold.
I was confused when you said that because like it did canonically get destroyed recently and was
right?
repaired. So I was like, did he? How would he know about that?
I mean, the Uruks when they attacked.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I
But
mean,
it's basically strictly military right now, you know. But you pass that by about noon and continue.
I mean, we could tell them that we met that green guy. And be like, hey, you guys know about him? That green guy?
what?
No.
The Planetar.
We could tell them we met the Planetar and be like, is that one of your guys or no? He's one of your
He
boys, you know?
claimed to be. So why would he lie?
Well,
Would he even lie?
I would go up to those guys and be like, hey, we met your Planetar. He's going after Nicholas Vermeer. Here
Helm
is
is not part
coordinates.
of the Triad.
Planetar.
Oh, yeah, I always forget Helm is not part of the Triad because he feels like
I know. You'd think so. You think so, right? But he's not.
he's kind of like the same sort of guy as Tyr. I feel in a way.
Yeah. Yeah, I always confuse Helm and Torm, to be honest, as well. But
That's what I meant.
But
yeah.
unfortunately, I'm not the one who said it this time. So.
Oh, okay.
Get fucked. So you just continue along the road. About 4 p.m. Big stretch. As you start to get closer to Neverwinter.
It is the 12th, correct?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Let me get to my Neverwinter Notes page. Neverwinter Nights, more like Neverwinter Notes. Guys.
Neverwinter?
Neverwinter, please?
Neverwinter? Mine?
Mine.
So, Thane, did you get off watching your pig? Fuck.
We don't talk about these things.
Vera, you two think it was a little weird how much you wanted this pig to fuck, right?
Vera's just gonna like give a shrug, like not my business, man.
All right.
You know, I'm kind of jealous. My dick don't work anymore. But anyway.
Okay, so as you approach.
I mean, it works. It's
Hey.
I'm just explaining priapism to him.
As you're about 10 miles away, you see that there's like a huge black cloud hanging over Neverwinter, seeming to cast it in shadow.
That's not good.
This is highly questionable.
Do you continue up the road?
Yeah.
Ooh. How far back is it to Helmshold?
Oh, Christ.
And what time of day did you say it is?
It's 4 p.m. right now.
4 p.m.
You are... I mean, you're probably like 5 or 6 hours from Helmshold.
Seeing the big cloud. And what day is it? Like, what date is it?
12th of Eliant.
Oh, we've got plenty of time. Seeing the big cloud, Vera is going to suggest to the party that we withdraw back to Helmshold, since we still have, a week and change before the wedding, and we
big time in like big time. Yes, plenty.
Yeah, we get ourselves a proper place to stay for the night there, and we ask around at Helmsfold what they know about Neverwinter, because that looks like some Morgul Vale shit.
Could simply
What
be like a
exactly does
thunderstorm.
what exactly does the cloud look like? Does it look magical in
Give
nature?
me an investigation.
I'm assuming
Okay.
it has a bit of this aspect about it, Greg.
3.
Investigation?
Yeah.
No, I'm not good at that.
Perception.
God damn. Okay, I get +1 to perception, so let's do that. I got a 3.
Yeah, you don't get much from that observation.
It just
So
looks like a big.
Thane is also
Top.
curious.
Cloud of darkness over it.
Thane also wants to roll.
Do it. Give me it,
Uh,
Daddy.
all right.
The D.
What do your dwarvish eyes see, Thane? Your drunken dwarvish
They
eyes
work
might be better
because
than
he's
mine.
lower to the ground.
All right. What's my investigation? +6. That's what I like.
Could this be the work of your laughing Laris, Vara?
You don't know
Thane
how
is
to
too
roll
drunk to roll
dice properly.
Thane is too drunk. He doesn't know how to roll.
Oh man.
Can we say that every time I'm roll? Oh wait.
Oh my.
No, 25.
Can I give Thane guidance on this as well?
No.
I rolled a fucking 25, man.
I know.
Nice.
You did very well.
I wanted to make it a 29, so
Yeah, so you go up a little bit more, and you see that it's not a cloud at all. The in like a 3-mile radius around Neverwinter, just the whole sky and everything has been like desaturated completely. So it's not just like something casting a shadow from above. It's just like a total lack of the expected color spectrum.
So is it magical or not magical?
Definitely seems supernatural.
Weird.
Let's stay the fuck away, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, sure.
Like, fuck your family, man. Like, let's get the fuck out of here.
I mean, if you want us, go. I don't care.
I never really did
As
care
much-
about my mother, you know.
As much as I would like, I'm gonna put a hand on Thane's shoulder and say, as much as I would like to follow you on that path, Thane, I did swear an oath to old Vara over here, and we're gonna kill this fucking clown.
I mean,
Thane's
if you want us, go.
Like, Thane's gonna like you, look at you and be like, "Did you fuck her?"
No, but she did help me fuck my bitch one last time before goblins killed me. So
Did you actually have relations with Leah?
yeah, he fucked her, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, he did.
I tried to give you so much room to be classy there, and you just went there.
Fucked.
No, they had one. They had one hard. You know, they went at it like rabbits.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so what's the move here, kids?
I think Vera is going to say that have time is in us pressing on into the dark unknown for no reason. Let's go back to Helmsfold and ask the people there what they know about this.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they're like, yeah, let's get Neverwinter so he can help us.
All right, so you turn tail, and you scamper on back to hell.
We're not.
Brave Vara ran away. She bravely ran away.
I was watching the Holy Grail today.
You guys
I
get back
say-
at 5 p.m. and you're standing before the giant stone gates of Helmsfold. The drawbridge is there's no drawbridge.
Can we blow the horn?
You can blow the horn if you want. There's no response. Yeah, there's no response from inside.
Damn it.
Can I cast thaumaturgy to make my voice boom and make the
Yes.
ground quake?
Yes. 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 Again, what do you say?
We have come on behalf of okay, I gotta think about it. I'm gonna say, this is Lady Vara Ilsanane of Nightstone and her personal retinue.
Ooh.
We come
I am not
seeking-
reading you. You
As,
fuck that.
as he's saying this, I slip on my cloak of many fashions, and I'm gonna start concentrating on something.
And I'm gonna name us all. I'm gonna say the trio of Finderwell brothers,
Is there a law
lords
group?
of Evermeet. I'm gonna give them like a.
Loro.
I'm gonna be like the trio of Finderwell brothers, sirs of Nightstone, and lords of Evermeet. Thane Deephorn.
The degenerate dwarf that fucks a pig.
Thane Deephorn, and I'm gonna like, as I'm starting to like talk, I'm gonna telepathically ask Thane, where are you from again?
That would be Bren Garoth.
Prince of Bryn Garoth, like, because I like didn't remember, and then I'm gonna be like, and her knight in her service, Varys Oloro, a paladin of Ilmater.
There's no response from inside.
Damn.
We can go in the dark in Minas Morgul.
Interesting. Well, is
See
there...
people like nobody's like showing themselves, but you can see like shadows of people moving around. So there's people there probably up in the keep on the crenulations, but nobody is acknowledging you. Oh, he is from a dwarfhold, yes, but that's not where they are.
So I can cause an unlocked door or window to fly open or slam shut. Can I make it that's also thaumaturgy.
Oh, an unlocked door?
Or window to fly open.
You can try to do it on the gatehouse, but it doesn't budge because it is locked shut. The way is shut.
I think we should go to Minas Morgul.
You have to.
Okay. Well, is there any like what does it look like outside Helm's Hold? Is there?
I posted a picture in the chat.
Oh, you did? Where? What? Oh, but outside, like things get buried in chat so quickly because we're such idiots.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, you're there because there's a little like some towns, houses set outside. I say we just like in between the buildings, we just like set up a little camp then for the night.
Yeah, all the doors and like stuff are unlocked, and there's nobody in the houses.
Yeah, no, we'll just set up a little camp like between the houses there.
Okay.
Basically, just
there's nobody
shelter.
in the houses though.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
They could be hiding. They could be gremlining.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm just saying, like basically, we treat it as like this is a town that we're now part of, kind of thing.
Okay. All right. So you've set up. It's about 6 p.m. now, outside of the Helm's Hold district.
Mm-hmm.
So Thane wants to do some sneaky shit. Like Thane kind of wants to like move in and do some recon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but before he does, he's going to ask, Vera and Varys and everybody, like, hey, what should I do? He doesn't really care about Harmonil's opinion.
Should he? Nor should he.
I mean, the feeling's mutual, so.
Yes.
Vera is going to caution that if we come as sneak thieves and cutthroats, anyone who may help us inside is less likely to do so. And so while I think there's sense in having a look-see, make sure that if you are noticed, you make clear that you are not an enemy.
Yeah, Hamlet won't do anything like that. He's just going to camp here.
Yeah, I'm also just going to camp. I'm going to wait till daybreak and then.
See.
It's more.
Well, so what does Varys think? Varys' opinion matters more than most to.
What do you think? Would be drunk.
I'm thinking.
Greg,
I'm
think faster.
thinking.
It takes you forever to think.
I know. It's just,
I think we just post up, man. We just post up in this fucking in one of these abandoned houses.
We're not in the house. This is someone's home, you ass.
Yeah, but no one's there.
Yeah, because they're probably just inside for the night. You just because
No. I thought the implication was that no one has returned to the town except for like the military people.
We don't know that. We just
give
know
us
that
some
the house is
investigation.
currently occupied.
All right, I'm gonna roll investigation.
Oh, he's fucking doing it. He's not putting up for that bullshit from you.
7.
Rude.
Yeah, you don't find much, but you do see that there's just like been food that's like abandoned, sitting on the tables and such.
How abandoned is it? Like skeevy, or is it like from like yesterday?
It's like 3 weeks old.
Oh,
Yeah,
That-
no one's around, bro. That's how Vera says it. No one's around, bro.
Bro, nobody's
That's what he says,
fucking
Vera.
here, bro.
okay. Vera is going to suggest then that we do not post camp right here, but instead we go across the bridge, and just on the other side of the bridge, because now I'm sketchy about what's inside Helmshold.
Clearly something that's not fucking good.
Let's go just on the other side of the bridge, and then if something comes out, we have the bridge as a choke point.
I say we break into Helmshold and see what's going on.
Wait,
We
but
don't break in. It's locked. How would we break in?
Yeah.
Yo, just let me go scout, and then we can figure it out.
Well,
Okay.
can you use like a beast thing to like scout too?
Yeah, I
Like,
can. I can use like what it is, like Tame Beast or like Command Beast or something like that. Yeah.
You could also have a beast go inside and tell whoever's inside that we mean them no harm and are here to help them break Neverwinter out of whatever spell it's under.
Only after Grant dies, after he just like had the fuck of his life. So
What?
I'm gonna use. So Thane is gonna use Command Beast, and he's gonna. So that's a 2nd level spell. Hold on just a second. Yeah. So Beast Sense is what it is. I'm blinded and deafen while I do so. So like, are we in a safe spot right now?
No.
I mean, you're outside of.
I mean, I can put you. You can go in the carriage though.
Yeah.
Like we can put your lummox of a corpse inside the carriage while you be a beast.
All right, then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna send Grant in. Oh God, I feel like this is.
You know what I'm really curious about? You never used speak with animals. I really would have wanted to hear Grant's perspective on this fuck session.
You always got to cast it so you can get consent.
That's true.
Well, I mean, I've done it before, like as we played, but you know.
Well, you've gotten consent from him before.
No, Grant and I speak regularly. It's not something that I want to include as part of our adventures. But you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna sit outside. I'm gonna send Grant. So, how far is that? Like, what is each hex in this?
So you're probably like, I don't know, a couple 100 feet away from the front of the castle. You're just on the other side of the little bridge in the picture there.
So I'm gonna send Grant inside. Grant is gonna walk, and like I'm inside his head right now. So like he's walking inside. He walks inside the castle, and
There's no
he,
inside
like,
the castle. The gate's shut tight.
The way is shut.
Yeah,
the way it's shut. Okay, then maybe I don't do that.
you don't do that. You definitely don't do that.
I mean,
So Thane is gonna ask Vera if she knows anyone inside that we can send a message to.
no, this is new country for me. I think one of two things is the case. One, either this whole city, along with Neverwinter, has been sacked, taken, what have you, and whoever's inside is not our friends. And then if that's the case, we don't want to meet them in the dead of night.
Wait, I have an idea.
Or, thing two, these
but
people
hold
are holed up because of what's happening in Neverwinter, and they're not going to let anyone in after dark or come out after dark.
Wait,
But either way, I think waiting for daybreak is our best course of action.
wait, but Tiagos and Valheim have been here like a year ago, so do they know anything?
When were they here? Did I say they were here? I probably did say
like-
they were here.
They were here. It's in notes already, so
I think that the stuff started happening just like a little while ago, though.
So
but
they were
we don't
probably here a
know.
couple years ago, but they would know that it's controlled by the Order of the Gauntlet.
You're cutting out on my end, dude. I can't hear anything you're saying.
I'm not cutting out.
It's not. It's you, dude.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that sucks.
So what happened?
So it's controlled by the Order of the Gilded Eye, which is an offshoot of the Order of the Gauntlet. They're both militaristic groups, but the Gilded Eye is like rabidly militaristic, and they believe in attacking anything evil immediately upon sight.
Cool.
Yeah. Preemptive assault is the name of the game.
Must not show them my left hand.
Yeah.
I'm sure
They regularly hang criminals in the town square. They're all about public execution, and the entire city is basically just like a big training army base for them.
So, do you have a map of Neverwinter, like the outside, that you can show me?
Neverwinter, it's shaped like a big C.
Is it shaped like a big C?
Like a big circle, with like a river going through it.
So, like,
one
I
of those
have
things is Helmshold, though. Near Neverwinter, but I guess they could have been here, yeah. Okay, let me give you Neverwinter map. Okay, here. I'll put it in notes on accident. Oh.
It's kind of shaped like Pac-Man. I think that's the best way to put it.
That big hole's not there anymore, though. That's been patched up.
Okay, so I guess the question is so we're at Helmshold. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So
The area around Neverwinter is a lot of hills and farmland.
What's the hole, though?
I guess the question is,
The
like,
hole
can I not?
was a big old magical bullshit thing.
Okay, magical bullshit.
They did it. They changed a bunch of the map in like 4th edition, and everybody hated it. So then the 5th edition, they just hand waved it, fixed it. So that hole's not there anymore.
I've seen maps where the
I
hole
have one
is
where it's filled in, but I didn't.
Well, I've seen one where it's filled in, but like only partially, and I've seen one where like they diverted the river kind of into it, made it like a little canal thing.
Well, that's one that somebody made, but canonically, it's been filled in by sand, I believe. Magically filled in.
So my question is, can I like find a squirrel that can go in that fucking shit, and we can figure out what's going on? I'm just trying to figure out a way to do some recon.
You know what? I think theoretically, correct me if I'm wrong.
And I will.
If he could find an animal, he could speak with it, befriend it. Then he could use Animal Messenger and Beast Sense on it, and for an hour. So does that sound like it would make sense? If he finds an animal that's capable of traveling.
So that's been the whole point of this, is whether or not that's possible.
What spell is it?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't see what the rush is. It's like the evening of the 12th. We have 9 days before we need to be in there. And I don't think that we need to like investigate right away. I think we should just. It's the end of the day. We're all tired. We just make our camp and wait until daybreak, and then see what's what. Maybe the people in Helmshold open the freaking doors in the morning, and then we'll be in a lot better position to do stuff.
I mean, whatever you guys want to do.
That's my thought. That's my thought, at least. I think that I want to know what's happening in Helmshold, because there's no chance in hell Varys going to go forward to Neverwinter not knowing what's the situation in Helmshold, because that's right behind.
Yeah, you're.
Thane does not have animal friendship, does he?
Of course he does.
So offended. Of course he does.
You don't, though. I mean, you don't have it
Okay.
selected, so.
I have beast mastery, and I have
I meant the spell.
oh yeah, no, yeah, I don't have that.
I'm
Well,
friends
I'm saying-
with many animals, but not in the way that you mean.
I'm saying
Excellent.
if he spoke with an animal, befriended it through normal means, used animal messenger on it, and then also beast sense on it afterwards.
Yeah, you could.
You know.
There's a few crows flapping about.
I would have to do many rolls, but
I kind of like the idea. I mean, first you speak with it. Hopefully, you give a good argument and persuade it to be boys, because then it'll be willing. Then you can use its beast sense on it, and then you can use animal messenger.
Keep sounding
well,
like
it
you
could
need
be an
beast sense.
asset. It could be an asset, and we're gonna do a long rest. Like,
Right after, so
yeah.
All right.
So
it's
I'm
kind of worth a shot just to see what's up.
yeah.
All right. So what's the plan, kids? So you find you grab a crow.
The plan is fuck Harmonil. That's what the plan.
Rude and unnecessary.
Roll initiative.
I take out my rigor mortis dick and
All right.
Hey,
So
I'm gonna
It's graphic.
okay. So what is the plan?
I don't know.
yeah, I guess I should probably try to like find a crow in the forest,
Find a crow.
and
There's a crow sitting about
Yeah.
watching this whole escapade curiously.
it's like cawing with.
It's not cawing, but
curiosity.
it's watching you. No cawing. I caws when I say it caws.
So I call it over to me, and
It
I
caws.
look at it. I call it over to me, and I request its assistance, right? So I talk to it for a second, and I'm like, "Hey, man, you want to help us out?"
It
The girl's like, ah, fine.
baubles, shiny baubles.
Oh, there's plenty of baubles in it for you. So
do you have any shiny? Do you have
Bauble,
like any coins or?
dude, I got plenty of baubles.
bauble.
Yeah, no, let me look at my inventory real
Bauble?
quick. I mean, I've got like
Starts
900
pecking
gold.
at
Like,
your bag.
I can give him a gold piece or something, and he'll be happy.
Oh, I know Kilo.
Okay.
So the question is, what do I do from here?
Baubles by bauble.
So he said he was going to give him a coin.
Yeah, so I was gonna give him a gold piece. Yeah.
It kind of leans over on the side and holds up its foot towards you and says, "This many."
A car
What
is
do you
just
say?
trying to rob me. A car's just trying to rob me. All right, I'll give you another gold piece.
I think it technically wants 3. It has 3 paws.
3 paws.
3
No,
claws.
it has-
Sorry.
It has 3 talons. It has 3 talons, and each of them can only clutch one piece.
Yeah, it's holding out.
So-
It wants it in its beak.
All right, let him come back and forth 3 times because he can't.
He
You
wants
know.
you to put all 3 of them in his beak.
All right, that's fine. I'll do it.
Okay, he flaps off.
Does he come back?
Yeah, he comes back. He comes back like 4 minutes later.
Ah, damn.
Spy.
So he's sitting there and he's happy, right?
I mean, he's cooperative.
Spy.
He's cooperative. So I'm gonna ask him politely, sir, if you would kindly go inside and encircle, the entryway to the Neverwinter perimeter. There are 3 more gold pieces in it for
Neverwinter
you.
or
If you
Helmshold?
So I'm talking about Neverwinter, but I mean, if we should do Helmshold, then
Okay,
we-
no, Neverwinter's fine. You guys
It is
talk
like-
about Helmshold.
It is like 30 kilometers away, though.
Yeah,
Or 30 miles away.
30 miles away.
Yeah.
I think the range is 50 miles for the messenger thing.
No, I'm just saying time-wise. Like, it's not like we're going to do it right away.
So Thane, before we send off the crow, Thane is gonna like gesture to Vera and be like, "Hey, what do you think? What should we do? Should we look at Helmshold, or we should look at the city itself?"
Vera's going to reiterate that whatever you do, she's going to camp out here for the evening and wait till morning to see whether or not those gates open.
So let it be recorded that Vera does not give a fuck as to what happened.
Wait.
It has
So you're
thusly
telling
been
me?
recorded.
No, that's
Thane, you're telling
I
me?
think what you're doing right now is slightly silly. So,
Thane, you're telling me that for those coins that you just gave it, that that crow will be willing to be a spy for you
Yeah.
and investigate for you. Why
Yeah.
don't we put this crow on payroll then? Get him sticking around with us. Why don't we check out Helmshold? Why don't we check out Helmshold with him tonight?
dude,
And then when we get close to Neverwinter, we can have him check that out for us too.
he promised the crow 6 GP for like an hour's worth of work. That's why it's not going on payroll.
I mean,
It's made it an
honestly,
extortionate fee. It's true.
I honestly think being able to get good information and scout out what's going on here, where there's a giant cloud of
Dude,
color missing, I feel like that's kind of valuable.
a human urchin, like 2 coppers to do that.
I mean, like the urchins can't just fly around and not
Find
get
like an
murked.
Aarakocra.
They know how to get in and out.
Jonathan!
Jarson!
Well, look,
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
we got him for
Jonathan.
now. We got him for now. Okay, we're gonna send him to Helmshold,
All right.
and we're gonna bring him back, and then we can decide
What do
we
you tell him to do? What do you tell him to do?
I tell him to fly over Helmshold. I want to know everything that I can about the position of any potential military forces. I want to know. So, remind me again, like why we're coming here. This is for the wedding, right?
Yeah, we're coming here to crash a wedding, possibly kill the groom. If we do kill the groom, definitely put his head on a pike.
Okay.
All right, I'm down.
Yeah. And
That would be like the third most violent wedding I've been at.
Yeah.
probably the most important thing with regards to the wedding is to see if this is actually Mother Dearest. And if it is Mother Dearest, if she's under some sort of duress or spell. Because if she's not, she's probably
Murgatroyd.
so if she's not, she's probably also gonna get killed. Just so everyone's clear, because she's an enemy of Ilsa 9 at that point.
So I'm going to request of the crow.
Mhm.
Send it, for fuck's sake, just send it.
I will also remind you that you can use B-Sense as a second level
Yeah, so
spell
what are you
slot, and then
gonna
you
tell
can
the crow
see
to do?
everything
What are
that's
you gonna tell
used.
the crow to do?
Just fucking fly over Helmshold.
Just fly.
Yeah, you asked it to tell you troops positions and such.
No, so I mean, so if I'm gonna cast a second level spell, oh man, I'm pissed at Euros right now. All right, I'm gonna cast a second level spell. B-Sense, fly over Helmshold and tell me what it sees.
All right. B-Sense. What does that require?
Well, I mean, that's just the requirements are only if you're casting it as a ritual. Otherwise, it's just
It
somatic
will
element.
allow you to see through it, and it will flippy floppy flop fly over Helmshold, and you see that there are guards on the battlements.
Nice.
And there are no townspeople below, as far as you can see. There's nobody moving around the city, but there's people in the battlements patrolling and going in the guardhouses, and there's archers. They all look very scared
That's good.
and tense.
All right, cool.
Tense.
Sweet. Still pissed at Euros.
It's a baseline attitude.
Yeah. If you're not pissed at him, you're doing something wrong. So the crow flaps back after giving you a survey of the castle. Probably you see a couple hundred people on the walls. And flaps back down and says, "Bobble."
So I give him an extra 3 gold pieces, and I'm going to request, if this is kosher, that he contact me within the next 6 hours. No, he's getting what he gets. If he chooses not to, that's fine.
For return.
He said he was going to give him the 3 gold.
Well, he got the 3 gold. He's got the 3 gold in his mouth, and he's asking if you give him baubles if he returns too.
I give him a silver.
You'll give him a silver. You give him a silver. He's not asking for more now. He's asking for more in the future when he returns.
Well, I'll give him more, like, if I can, like, telepathically communicate with him.
He just wants
that,
a
like,
promise.
Then I give him a silver.
Steven.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you can give him another silver, but he doesn't want it now.
Okay, then later.
All right. It's about the contractual aspect of it. So it'll flap off with its baubles. Baubles. And it will, it'll go back to its home. It'll go to its crow house.
Cool.
It's chrome.
Yeah, it's chrome. All right, I think we'll stop it here.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Back.
So, we had quite a bit, we made it all the way, man, and we managed to not have any combat just because this guy kept rolling ones.
Yeah, and then the Tribor is famously free of enemies, so...
Because of the actions of my party.
No, but also canonically. The Tribor
Ew.
patrols it, the whole Tribor Trail. That's why they call it the Tribor Trail.
Really? Because in the book for Lost Mine, it says that the high road is very safe, but once you get on the Tribor Trail, it's a lot more dangerous.
Well, it's a comparative thing, isn't it?
Guess so.
I don't know. It's all a matter of perspective.
Pee pee poo poo.
Boo boo.
Alright, good game, guys.
Yeah.
Pretty solid, man.